All right.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh.
We were in the middle of a thing, and the recording had started, and I wanted to pause them for a minute so that they can continue with whatever they were doing after I say hello to everybody.
Too funny.
The bit was so good.
We're gonna sell Kyvelius organs in the transatlantic trade.
It had to be there. Hello everybody.
Had to be there.
we're here. We're playing some Curse of the Quietmarch today. How are you?
All right.
What's your favorite Slurpee flavor? Anyway, let's keep going with the game.
Slurpee in a long while. Okay.
My favorite Slurpee
I'm not
flavor
asking you.
is the Sprite one.
Mike, okay.
I don't give a fuck about your
love?
Slurpee flavors. I'm only asking because it was a funny thing. Somebody said that I should ask questions more.
What happened to love?
I don't have any of that left in my heart.
Okay.
Well, that was a question. So yeah, that person. Okay, we got one more question and us. What's your favorite sex position? Okay, that should be plenty. We're good. We're good.
Mine's pretzel.
Mine's the chupacabra.
What's that? What happened last
Reverse
time?
Romanian Wilkinson.
What's that? What happened last time?
I'm in a melee. The team walked into the tower after this much anticipation. They've walked into the tower. They've gone in. Everyone except for Fabio and like Toledo pass out. Knocked out cold. And through examining where Fabio now is with the help of Toledo, they realize that they are in some sort of fucking... Can you get the lighting?
Oh yeah, hold on.
Green fucking red zone.
Hit the green red zone.
A green red zone. Some sort of area that they're in, just filled with shadows walking around. And after waking everyone up with the power of Toledo, Ohio magics, they all take in this information. All these shadows walking around different rooms and doors. And we are successfully informed this is the second layer of the Quietmarch. Which doesn't make any sense, because we walked through the door of the academy. How could we be 2 floors deep just like that? Well, we don't know. You forgot to cherish it. So, but you know, at least there's doors, and we can enter into those doors. Willie didn't know that much. Kyveli gave the big jump. Kyveli did the amazing thing of being very, very not scared. And
Nice.
Walked into a one of these doors and found some sort of kid with blue hair and a little snake thing. And they talked a little. They have come to understand that each other exists. It's pretty cool. And you would be like, well, I'm glad this isn't going to come up again. Don't worry, it'll come up several times in the next 50 minutes. So, successfully having survived that, they all coalesce again, understanding, okay, these doors lead places. They take some time to harass someone in a bathroom for a bit.
Yeah, they do.
as you do.
For a bit, we had an entire monologue happen while we were pissing off this person.
Well,
Look, you gonna
piss
cry
and
in there
talk.
now, huh? You gonna cry after being mean to my friends?
letting the piss monologue happen for a bit. Well, the rest of the team goes over to the cafeteria and successfully meets that kid again. Now with some sort of woman
This kid.
that he chills with.
Woman.
She likes pudding a lot. It's a little scary for all involved. We learned the kid's name is Zaro. We learned he is don't make any connections to anyone. We learned that he is the king's son. He's a little spoiled. That's why he's eating nothing but raw vegetables and a tomato. As we all know. And we have very awkward conversation while Hall nearly dies and explodes, thinking about all the implications this is. Before the team has to kind of awkwardly shelve off. We have learned also that time has moved a lot faster. It's been at least several weeks since the Cavelli meetup event. And the team coalesces again, understands, okay, so we seem to be moving forward in time somehow whenever we go for these doors. So maybe if we look around, we'll find people that we recognize. We know there's several people here. Cool. The team split off again. This seems to be working pretty well for them. Cavelli, Fabio, and Kale go over and they successfully find Zayen. Bad news, she doesn't seem to know anything about not being, here. Also, she seems a little younger, which is a little strange. Considering, there's time magic going on. We didn't know it was that kind of temporal. Now we know. They successfully convinced her to give them capes. So now they've got disguises, and Fabi's got special disguises that works with huge fucking wings. Meanwhile, Team B, which is Lawin and Hall, find our beautiful Monkio, who's not supposed to be here and has been somehow used by magic into believing that he's worked there, even though he hasn't. So it's just rough for him, because when he snapped out of it, he is very confused. Because he has no idea what's going on, and neither do we, at least not at this point. So the team coalesce again, Monkio in hand having a small breakdown over the entire reality of his existence being a lie, not remembering anything else.
Oh, get over it.
He's being taken care of by the The team's like, okay, let's keep moving. We can make this work. They all go together to a classroom and they do a learn. We find the prince again. He has gained an extra 4 inches, which is a little scary. But, we don't have to worry about the fact that he's getting big. Also, there's a green cloak lady. Don't worry about her until, I'm done talking. The team until I'm done talking. The team goes to Sayen's class where they are all successfully past being stupid because she has 0 standards for students at this point.
You got one thing correct. All of you get an A.
You have successfully managed to create one thing.
We're grading on a curve, and the curve is against every other student here that doesn't go to my class, so...
So striking grades. We're all doing this to get extra points, even though we just got here. Don't worry. Skeleton is born today. That's a good news. Where's Buckeye? There's Buckeye. Just think about it. Also, that's cool. That was nice. Now, here's the part where we can worry about Green Lady. Do you guys remember Anthea? You might not if you're hearing this recap. She's the Templar that apparently, walked in, had, a complete breakout heat, horny woman moment, and then went back in and they never saw her again. Yeah, here she is. She's decided that she is going to, take this kid now. And she is going to perform the Mega God Run. She is going to get every decision right. If we touch this kid or do anything with the other time travelers, she will blow us up. And by blow us up, presumably just means forcibly remove us out of this room, as had happened. She's scary. She is perhaps the world's most valuable Fujoshi. We stand. we simply have no option but to stand. But the team realizes, okay, we can't really argue with her, considering that she just banished 2 people. And we also learn, just casually, because we hadn't really asked before, and that's really my fault. It is entirely my fault. Toledo is a visitor as well. Toledo's a little fairy. Presumably, Toledo got hit by the world's smallest SUV.
Toledo also got hit by by a Johnson & Johnson truck, but it's like a
Yeah, but
much
it's like
smaller
a really,
one.
really small one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ferry version.
The same. No, it was the same Johnson & Johnson truck. Your body flew off and then hit him.
Crushed him. Oh God.
Let's go back. We're back here. This place apparently is gonna be here for 80 years. Apparently the first 10 and the last 10 are bangers. We don't know what that means yet. We might find out. I don't know what's going on. I'm very scared. That's the end of the session.
Nice job, nice job. Congratulations, congratulations. Do-do-do-do. Let me go ahead and give you some Awunities. Here you go.
Oh my god, my
There's
Awunities.
some Awunities. I also don't think I gave Awunities to Lily last time, so there you go, Lily.
Yeah. Her Awunities.
Didn't
think I
you do a
forgot.
terrible job last time?
That's fine. I don't remember last week. I think I have the attention span for that shit.
It feels
I think I
worrying.
remember yesterday.
You think I know what I eat today? Probably nothing.
Oh no, that's bad.
Ah, it's whatever. I have G Fuel. So
I ate a thing that had a warning label saying, "In California only, you may get cancer."
oh,
And it's like,
Was it
glad
good?
I'm not in California.
was it
Oh,
good?
it was good.
Hell yeah.
My cancer is
reason,
Californian
some-
ways.
For some reason, some of the products in this one store just has this "in California only, you may get cancer or reproductive problems."
Because only California like has stuff that tells you about it, so they write it that way.
Well, yeah, that makes sense to me. It just doesn't make sense that it's like only in California. Like, if you're not in California, you won't be affected by cancer.
It won't get you.
Not neuromancy, necromancy. I don't know what neuromancy would be.
Neuromancy is scary. The magic of neurons. They teach you to do math real quick.
I thought it would be like psychic powers.
You guys are now back in the long cave-like hallway in between whatever these realms seem to be. Somewhere apparently deep in the Quietmarch. As you guys look off and around yourselves, you do find that, again, the ones that were put out here seem to be fine. They just were not able to return themselves into that area at that time. You feel like that's changed, though, Fabio. You feel like you can open that door at this point, if you wanted to. That being said, some crazy shit just happened.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
part of me wants to mess with that woman, but the other part of me is like, we should probably be careful.
Or at least everyone seems alright after, being forcibly removed.
So we have the thing, right? Looks over to Fabio.
Yes, we do. He holds up the little talisman trinket thing, whatever it's called, I forget.
Should we bring it over to the car?
We should.
Well, that's something we could do right now, at least.
You guys
Why not?
maneuver yourselves down the hall where you find Monkey-O and Dakar seemingly chatting. Monkey-O is standing at this point. He seems better than the last time you guys had left him. As he stands and as Dakar looks over in your direction, there you are.
Happy birthday, our favorite employer. We got you a present.
Not quick enough, actually. Some things are happening that you might want to think about.
That's so.
We got our own stuff too. Let's have a sit down. Mind if I sit by you, Monkey-O?
Yeah, go right ahead. Actually, You guys going first may help things.
We found, I guess, younger Anthea. She seems to be able to manipulate the time shifting here. She wants to find what she called the God run.
The God run.
She's apparently been going through this over and over again.
So far, that's similar to what we want to talk about with you.
Oh boy, is she affecting other stuff too?
Well, I was able to sit down for a bit and recollect my thoughts. First off, I think I've been here for quite a long time. Quite a long time, actually. What immediately came to my thoughts, the forefront of my mind, was that I've been to this place before.
Like this place, like the school, or like this place, like the hallway?
The hall.
Oh.
Don't beat around the bush, tell them.
It wasn't like this when I was there last time.
Oh.
It
In
was.
what way?
I've been to the Quietmarch before. I've seen things around there, and I understand what this place is, but whenever I was here, how do I put it? It wasn't this. There were things in the walls. There were the silhouettes were more real or more solid. Whenever I mentioned all these things to Dakar,
I believe that we are sinking.
Sinking deeper?
I believe that this place potentially is at the bottom, if you could even call it that, of the college. And more, as much as this place is degrading or changing, I believe it is getting pushed further and further down. Which, again, the Quietmarch doesn't really work that way, but if this is the second layer of the Quietmarch, I believe this place will soon go to a point of no return for us.
You think it relates to what the psycho bitch is doing?
I don't know anything about the psycho bitch.
The psycho bitch trying to have the perfect game, all that stuff.
maybe you should explain a bit more about what happened with all of you.
And I said it, Anthea has been going through this repeatedly, over and over and over again for who knows how many lifetimes, I guess. 80-year spans from what it seems.
Oh,
Bigger spans.
the Templar.
Yes, Anthea.
Right,
You can
right.
Yeah,
go
the
find.
psycho bitch.
Right.
She is very psychotic about this from what we are understanding.
This place, from what we know of the outside, was not made by Anthea. Anthea came to this place after she became a summoner. But from what we can tell, whatever is happening here seems to be something that was happening before she came into play.
It was already happening.
She may
But now
be
she's-
riding it, or being affected by it, or affecting it in some way, but I believe that the reason behind this is much more above any of our pay grade. I was able to use my magics to determine the source of this spell, as I told you I was trying to do before. I believe that this is a spell brought forth by a primal magic.
A primal magic?
Around the world, Law, there are these, you could call them crystals or crystal balls. These objects that are sort of the source of certain types of magics. I believe that one of those spheres are creating this spell. We knew something like that could have been the case, but I believe that whoever had cast the spell, they are far more powerful of a spellcaster than I know of. I don't know of anyone who could have used something like this. And it is here for a purpose, one that we don't know. Which means the spell will continue until that purpose is done. And because that spell was made of some kind of temporal magics, we don't know when that is going to happen. If from what Monkey O and all of you are saying is true about this place, and this has been going on for years longer than we think it was on the outside, this place could be tearing itself apart, or at least tearing the area beneath it apart. And it will continue to do so until whatever the purpose of the spell is done. We are constantly drilling down into the Quietmarch.
And until whatever is supposed to happen here happens, it is going to keep drilling.
And the worst part about it is the Quietmarch is a source of magic in itself. From what Monkey O is saying, I've never been to the second layer of the Quietmarch, but this, he motions to like his skin and then motions to like to all of you, this light is in the deepest layers, the deepest part of that layer of the Quietmarch, meaning we could be accelerating. Once we get to the third layer, things could get dangerous, especially for everybody here but me.
So, and why couldn't this be something where we just leave the psychopath alone? Now we have to get in their way.
We were going to anyway. Her whole deal is the prince.
I suppose, yeah. Meh.
So
It
then should we, I don't know, they look over to the car. Should we send the car out? You said you want to help those kids, and we have what you need now.
We have the one here, and the other guy that's outside this place can probably get you the other one. You would be able to probably go off on your own and save those kids, right?
I suppose. But, I don't know, I feel weird about that.
Why weird?
None of you know magic, and I'm paying you. Feels kind of weird to just abandon you here.
It's not bad. We'll be out like 5 minutes tops. We're gonna obliterate this place.
5 minutes tops?
I think that's literally impossible.
You
I mean,
know what I mean.
to be fair, to me, it could feel like 5 minutes.
Exactly. Weren't you paying attention? Temporal magic.
I mean, even if we get, I have no idea what happens if we somehow drill down. This seems to be accelerating at a pace that we can't really tell, so...
The reason I bring it up is because it does seem like we could make an exit to this place. Because we know where we are, and because we know where we came from, I could probably just open the path back. But that would mean being done with this area.
Unfortunately, if we finished, if it's drilling down like this and this is like the bomb of the school and all that, if something happened, if we all just went out now, we could have done something. I don't know about you guys, but I think I'd feel pretty pissed.
The big thing that I will bring up is that if we leave, most likely no time on the outside would have passed. We can leave, we can potentially try to return, but it's probably very hard, and by that I mean they probably won't trust us to get near it again. But we won't risk all of you going deeper into the Quietmarch and potentially getting afflicted. Also, I have checked in. As all of you have been doing your thing, I've been looking throughout the shades. I believe I have figured out something about this youngling we're looking for.
So?
Yeah? If he is anything like Monkio and was brought here around the same time, I do not believe he is in here yet.
Yet.
Dakar came to me and had said that he wished to check out my magics, my soul. I just wanted to check out what was going on with your temporal energy. Right. If they came in around the same time, then they would have similar temporal energies. There is no one in this place with a similar temporal energy to them other than us and that one teacher. Everyone else here has been here for far longer. So my brother isn't even here? I don't believe he has made his way inside of here, no. Not yet.
So then,
is he coming through, or hasn't yet, or?
Right now, basically no time has passed on the outside of this place. Meaning, leaving now, we could find him, potentially. But for however long we are here, years potentially, he probably will not even show. Unless he was right behind all of you coming in.
Looks behind.
It makes me think that Anthea, if what you say is true and what we know to be is true, she has been here easily thousands of years.
Thousands?
Thousands?
At least.
I guess the maths.
For a human, that is entirely unheard of.
New temporal magic could give you such good skin care.
Is that gonna, like, are these people going to be okay when this spell ends?
I don't know.
Is she going to, like, suddenly become an ancient, old, decrepit thing when this ends?
I don't think so. From what we understand, whenever she left this place, because apparently she has left this place before, she was fine.
She won't be fine if you're right about the sinking.
No one in here will be fine if I'm right about the sinking. But at least everybody else here, motions toward the shades, are more protected than all of you. Perhaps it's their attire, perhaps it's just them being connected to this place, I don't know. But right now, everyone in this room is going to be subjected to the full force of the Quietmarch, and only I am immune to its effects. Maybe your coat. I don't know about. Maybe that new thing there. Points to the skeleton. If your brother isn't here, then you should leave. I'll stay. I can't leave without His Majesty. Whether young or old, I don't care.
See you guys later.
I don't want to go. If my brother is out there, that means he's fine. And that means I can spend however long in here as I need to, and I'll be fine. It'll be fine.
All right, then. Hold on. Avio?
Yeah, this place does get a little sneezy.
Yes.
It was nice traveling with you guys.
Are you leaving?
I'm staying. Aren't you guys leaving?
No.
Shit, I said goodbye for
believe
nothing.
Yes, you did.
You may have jumped a little too quickly at that, yes.
I wanted to make sure to bring this up to all of you because this is important, but I did not think any of you would actually leave. But you bet me that they would.
Handing him like the 5 glass, like motherfucker.
I cover my bases. It's just a few glass. He hands over a sack of glass over toward the Monkey-O.
Now he can buy a house.
Monkey now has enough glass to keep himself afloat for several years.
I mean, afloat is a pretty bad word right now.
Oh.
Kind of sinking.
So, if all of you are going to stay, then let's see this through. This was our mission. I don't know what's happening here, but apparently we need to figure out how to get the prince out without angering that woman.
She said the most interesting things happened at the earliest part that this place resets.
And at the very end.
80 years in the future. And during that time, he's trapped during most of those years between those points.
So we should figure out what happens to him then. If he's the only thing here we're wanting to take, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The only question at that point is if we're taking him, are we going to wait for whatever this is going to do to happen? If we're in the past right now, then according to what the witch and the king said, we need him at the current time, right?
Well, we'd have to see it at the very end.
Oh, this is gonna loop, isn't it?
According to that woman, yeah.
Do we? No, I don't like the idea of waiting for another loop. And
Not
just
waiting.
It most likely will be
Freezing?
the time that we dig deeper. If this place is looping, then that will be most likely the time we sink.
That's what I'm thinking. It's just gonna be difficult because that woman's gonna be a pain to deal with. I'd like a second shot at this, but we might have to go sooner than later.
If she has been here for thousands of years, she is most likely the most powerful spellcaster, at least in this place, other than the longest lived elves that are here. So maybe the headmaster? Other than that, we know that there are a lot of Templars in here. Perhaps we can get their aid, but some of them most likely will not have any way to do anything. There is also these other travelers that apparently has been here, but we don't know what their mission is. They could want something completely different than us.
Well, if we're gonna learn more, I think from those other travelers will probably be more of an option.
If we only have one, I suppose, loop to go through, we should be poking at those strings, I suppose.
So we'd find that big Templar guy you mentioned.
The big Templar with the black armor?
That one exactly.
I've been looking around. I haven't seen anything of the sort, though everything here is silhouettes. Could be difficult. You guys look around. There are, from what you guys are now paying attention to, there are several people in armor walking throughout the halls.
They should really not have a uniform wardrobe or whatever. They should just all have different clothing. This is ridiculous.
He
It's
did.
inconveniencing me.
He did say to bring pudding. Maybe we should be watching out near the cafeteria for him.
That's not a bad idea if they were looking for pudding.
Other than that, we just need to follow some of these guys. If we return to
See
the
which one
cafeteria,
makes
The cap.
we return to the cafeteria, we can see what happens there. The rest of us can look around for more people to follow. Sorry, Cavelli.
Managed outside the cafeteria. You guys find the interior?
I'm sorry, what?
I managed the outside the cafeteria.
You know that they've been to the
five guys-
cafeteria, yeah.
Yeah.
That's something they did tell you last game.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, are you implying there's like a second layer to the cafeteria?
The
I
undercalf.
got scared. I got scared.
I'll meet you all in the
All right,
undercalf.
In the undercalf. The
Alright.
quiet calf.
The quiet calf.
Lead the way. Also, Mikey, I hope you're doing a bit better.
Once everything settled down, it's strange. I feel like I remember all the time I've been here, but also that it all is vague. I feel if I do remember more, it could be harmful. I'm glad that I don't remember more. At least it makes me feel like I've not been in here as long as I have.
Good.
That's good. Had me think that you were defeated, and that made me feel ungood.
There's just like a waving happening in the center of all of you. Fabio, you would see Toledo making motions and noises. And by noises, I mean attempting to make noises.
What is it, boy? What is it?
They look back at you. They look
Toledo
forward,
equip.
and they start like moving their sleeve over toward Monkey-O. Yes, we know Monkey-O is good and safe.
He must have an idea that Monkey-O might
Toledo
be able
seemed to have been able to communicate before a little when put over someone else, so just slap that baby in there.
I don't know if I can wear Toledo.
Just put the hood on, damn.
Just put the hood on, damn. You're like, oh no,
I'll
my
put the
fucking
hood
huge
on.
wings.
You put
What is it, Monkey-O?
the hood goes on you for a second, but you don't hear anything. There's nothing new.
I hear nothing. I don't think it works for me.
I can do it.
Yes, do it. You
worked
did
before,
a good
so
job
let's
communicating.
try it.
Here, Toledo,
Yeah.
over here. Toledo just
Boy.
stares at them once again for a moment before going and doing it.
We've gotten acquainted, you and I.
Gonna roll for Kyle. Do-do-do. I'm not really getting anything. Not like last time. Their hands are waving. Ah!
Let me try.
Toledo
Okay,
flies
here you
off.
go.
Toledo flies off of Kyle, looks to you, hesitates for a second, gets on you.
Have to think about it.
You don't really hear
Okay,
anything.
what do I need to do?
You don't really hear
I
anything.
need to do?
Nothing.
Hey, talk. Punches the hood.
You raise your hand, you go to punch the hood, your arm stops. Toledo puts you in a T-pose.
I see. All right, we can work with this. We can work with this. Okay, using my body, I want you to start playing a game of charades.
Nothing has changed.
Nothing has
Nothing
changed.
has changed.
So something about Monkey-O.
They use Cavelli to point at Monkey-O.
Something he must have just said made Toledo realize something.
Cavelli nods. What is it? Tell us.
So it was a good thing that he wasn't
Use
able to...
Cavelli to talk.
So
It didn't work.
Monkey-O was talking about how it was a good thing that he wasn't able to remember everything, because it would have made him feel like he would have lost more of himself. Do you think he might be able to remember something important, Toledo?
Toledo flies off of Cavelli and goes to land on Monkey-O as
Okay,
just
then.
puts the hood on Monkey-O's head. Oh. They will then try to like lift up behind him and sort of just start pushing and like raising their arms above Monkey-O's body. This is so funny to me.
What? What do you want?
They fly off dejected.
Toledo's the hardest working soldier in this entire house.
They fly on top of Buckeye. And they just lay. They're just there now.
That is my home now. Fuck all life.
Could I the roll instinct to try to understand?
There's nothing that Toledo can do to give you guys the information. They don't. They have no ability to do so.
Which opens the question: how the fuck did that happen previously? But that's not important right now.
It seemed really weird. It happened like there was some talking, and it seemed to almost work for Kyle a minute ago. Weird.
Well, either way, what's our next
Something is
move?
happening.
Are we just gonna play hide and seek with the people, or?
Well, you had all said we wanted to go to the cafeteria. Let's go check it out. See if that person's there. Some of us should stay back and look for any of these armored folk that are different, I suppose.
Right. We should split at that point.
Mm-hmm.
I'll stay back and keep looking. Maybe I can find more of the prince walking around as well.
I think I want to be team cafeteria on this one.
Well, like, have to, considering it talked to me.
I'll continue to watch here. Perhaps all of you go in. I will see if I can figure more out about this spell.
I'm still not entirely full up on everything, so I'll wait with the other two.
All right.
Perhaps you
That
shouldn't
seems
walk in there with a
next time, then.
skeleton, but that's up to you.
Oh, I don't see why. It's a summon, right?
Yeah, it's summoned. It was part of a lecture. It's really funny to get people scared. What's the downside?
All right.
I believe that there's a difference between bringing a creature and bringing a skeleton.
That's probably fine.
That one's funnier than the other.
I'll have
you think
Buckeye
is right.
stand down.
Buckeye will stay out here.
Buckeye, you may chill.
Buckeye sits down.
Prime order, chillax.
They have a new prime directive. All right. Are you guys going to the cafeteria again?
Yeah.
But what if we see the piss girl again? I want to make her scared.
You go into the cafeteria.
No more of that.
How long were you with
I've
that
already
girl?
traumatized her enough.
As you guys make your way into the cafeteria.
Ah, my eyes!
Good job.
Like flashbanged me while I was working on the paper for some reason.
As you guys make your way into the cafeteria, you find that you are in the cafeteria at a time where there's not a ton of people here. Looking off and about, looking out toward the windows of this place, you do see it is rather dark outside. There are a few people, but mostly it seems relatively abandoned.
All right, looking around.
There appears
do we
to
see
be
anything that matches the description of?
There is no big Templar here.
Okay.
You can see that some of the food is still out. You can see that there is, again, a few students off in like different areas of the cafeteria, but not really much of anything. So most of them just seem to be either hanging out or doing work. Doesn't seem to be anybody of any humongous import here at the moment. Do you want to make your way over toward the food? Do you want to make your way over toward the students? What are you trying to do?
Well, asking the students about it wouldn't help, considering we're like a 2 weeks time frame every time we move.
Or more.
Or more.
All right. Let's see if we can rush over there before the food we're looking at expires.
You do that. I will go speak to some of the students. They should know by now of a big Templar in black armor.
I suppose if we can't know exactly where they are 2 weeks from now, we can know at the very least if they're already here.
Mm-hmm. Or we can find out where they typically go.
You were told by Anthea that they would be showing up next week, which means if you guys did go 2 weeks in the future, they'd probably been here for a week.
Well, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose there's no trouble in asking then, Fabio.
All right.
All right, Fabio, you're going to make your way over toward the students. Haveli, you're going to go over toward the food.
Yeah, gonna see if there's any pudding scourers.
I'll go toward the food as well.
I will let the food squad do their thing. I shall follow Fabio and student inquiry.
Dejected
was such a bitch.
Toledo
Toledo.
flies after you.
Toledo, I am so sorry. Toledo, I am so fucking sorry. He's just patting the cloak like, Toledo, I am so sorry.
Just looking down.
There.
If they had a face, they would be doing the dead inside kind of look. Just
You
You don't have a face, but I see it in my head. I can see it.
I drew Cavelli in the uniform.
Perfect. Ooh, very nice.
Let me see it. Let me see that swag. Oh my god, Cabelli with swag.
He was very uncomfortable with the swag, but thank you.
We're going to start with the two of you. You guys make your way over toward the students. You find that there are two different groups of students here. There appears to be some students who appear to be doing some work in the corner. They seem to have large, like, seemingly like sheets in front of them, large sheets of a papyrus, large papers. As you look over to them, they seem to be writing diligently through them, talking amongst themselves, trying to figure out probably something, who knows. The other group appears to just be chilling, Some of them have food, and some of them don't. They appear to have a schedule in front of them. It seems like, and they are basically just a bit less studious. It seems. They both seem to have some of their summons out with them. One of them has the studious group seems to have more like exotic summons and things with them, probably making note that most of them do appear to be blue robed, so making them more studious in general probably is essential to that. But they do also have like more crazy summons with them. One of them appears to have a literal, just like skeletal creature that is not dissimilar from the skeleton you had, but this one seems much more like less mobile. It seems to just be like kind of a head, like sitting atop of like a pile of books.
My beautiful head.
Probably a lot more readily able to justify than a full-on skeletal fighter with a large spear. The other side seems to have just like mostly themselves, but there are like a what appears to be maybe a ghost amongst them, seemingly flying off and around. Which one would you like to go to? The studious group or the chillaxing group?
I mean, it would be fairly easy to return to join a study group, but what do you think, Fabio?
I think we should ask the non-studious group first.
You think they would have seen it before?
Maybe. These ones over here, they're very focused on their work. So they might not be paying that much attention to everything around them.
I suppose so. At that point, sure, let's try relaxing.
You're gonna go to the chillaxing group?
But with a purpose.
All right, let me get the chillaxing group together for you.
Group chillax is coming up.
As you make your way over to group chillax, bloop, 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 bloop. There they are.
Them and their one nerd friend.
I'm tired of it. I'm tired of being the nerd friend.
It's so rough.
For some reason the music stopped again. Start again, asshole. All right. As you make your way over toward the chillaxing group, again, they mostly just seem to have like a bit of food in front of them. They seem to be a study group. The one in the center, the red robe in the center, seems to have again a schedule out in front of them. And the rest of them just appear to be relaxing, chillaxing, in the schoolyard.
At finding trouble, never looking too far.
As you make your way over, what are you gonna say? Why, hello, fellow kids.
Fabio, you have to talk. I can't be the one to say anything.
Hello, excuse me.
Why, hello, fellow kids.
Hello, fellow children.
They're of various ages.
Oh, thank God
Don't
it's
worry,
married.
I am just like you, except with wings.
No, Fabio, you make your way over. As you do, hey, what's up?
Me and my friends here have been looking for a particular Templar.
Why are you looking for a Templar? Get a lot more done without him around.
That is very true. We just have an important discussion with him that we need to have. But we haven't been able to find him anywhere. He's should be pretty
Why's a red
distinct.
robe looking for a Templar? Yeah, we're the ones that get entirely destroyed by those guys. They're always up our ass.
Some people like the taste of boots, and they can't help it.
He sent me on a very weird quest to find him pudding. And so I'm going around trying to find him now, and I can't find him anywhere. He is
We
a
had
tall
acquired
one
the
with.
pudding, and now we don't know what to do with it.
He is tall with apparently black armor, and we don't know where he goes or anything.
The red
Santa's
robes seem entirely disillusioned with the conversation that's happening in front of them. As they're like, they just sort of like look over toward the yellow robe that's here. You got something for him? No, not me. I don't pay attention to that kind of thing.
I got
Sorry,
two
you
things for them.
you are looking for the wrong set of people to be trying to find them. What's the Templar about? You just see the blue robe looking over at you. There's plenty of them around. Are you talking about the head Templar? He's usually the one that gives us any grief, so someone who ever tells us to go and do something weird.
What sorts of things? Were you also sent on a pudding quest?
No, nothing like that, but I have been told several things to go and do by the head Templar. He's sort of an asshole. Motions over toward the other 5 people here. For example, this is all the blue robe, by the way.
Yeah.
For example, I was told to infiltrate this group. Yeah, it's funny.
Infiltrate a group?
Yeah, he wanted me to see if any of them were doing anything bad. It seemed really weird and mean, but I was told that if I didn't do it, that I would have to go out on a mission, and I don't think I'm ready for that, to go out on my own. So I did it. And turns out one of their summons can read minds. So yeah, that didn't last very long.
I had to stop all our hard drugs.
We don't really blame them though. So we just tell them some minor things we're doing, like cheating, other things like that, and to report back. He motions to the schedule in front of him. We have kind of a bit of a layout of this place already, but mostly it's just other students. We don't really care about the Templars.
I see.
Sorry, if it's the head Templar you're looking for, he's probably in his office. He's usually there. You see them, they look over toward the 2 of you. I don't know if this is the best thing to say, but if he is the one telling you to go and do things, just know that when it comes to the red robes, it's usually nothing good.
I understand. I just don't know what to do with the pudding now.
Thank you.
I don't know, throw it at someone.
I release one vial of pudding upon request.
You want to throw it at someone?
Supposed to get pudding in my
I'm not
eye.
gonna throw it. I'm just gonna deploy it. You guys want some holy pudding? I got 3 more.
You hand some pudding over. You just see what is it? Natalian. Natalian. Scoots it to them. I mean, I was the one to give the information, so.
So I will be
then-
taking my payment.
Has the head Templar been mostly interacting with the blue robes then? Out of everyone?
We're like the only ones that really, how do I put it? If he would have told one of the others that punishment is going outside, they probably wouldn't care. When it comes to blue robes, we are a lot less ready to go on solo missions. We're given a lot more academic work than the others, so we don't get a lot of practice in usually. Motions over toward the yellow robe there. And I mean, the yellow robes all have innate talent, so it's rough. We usually do things for the head Templar, yeah.
I see. Thank you.
Thank you. Sorry for barging in. You're making it schedule?
Oh yeah, this is just to figure out who's gonna be the one this week to cause trouble.
You have it planned?
Well, yeah, we have to keep doing things, otherwise Natalie and will have nothing to report.
I'm thinking of loitering.
Very nice to her for
I got
doing this.
jaywalking down myself. I haven't returned a book in 3 years.
Oh my
Whoa,
god.
whoa, 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 hold on.
How do you jaywalk in here?
Very carefully.
Where's one car?
Yeah, how do you jaywalk at a school?
We go outside and jaywalk, duh.
Oh, I see.
Right, of course. You're right.
It's not like we're trapped in the school.
I was more wondering
Unlike you
if I'm
losers.
never mind.
I'm kidding about that one.
I mean, they are the ones trapped in the school.
I mean, yeah, I was just being curious. It's not about that. It's about, that was invented with cars. How would you? Never mind.
What's a car?
Don't worry about it.
I don't know, what's a car with you?
Shut up, Lily.
I'll make your ass sense.
Well, I suppose if, Fabio, you don't have anything else, we can continue asking. I'm sorry to bother you. We'll move, Fabio.
We'll move on. Thank you very
We're
much.
moving on, alright. Okay, alright, goodbye.
You want to go to the other group?
Yep.
You make your way toward group study group of study.
And this is what you should always be studying.
Always be studying.
When in trouble, never looking.
Do-do-do. Bloop. Bloop.
Oh my god, they've got a token jock.
They do have a token jock. I have to get my grades up, otherwise I can't do football.
Oh,
You like fantasy foot, they got like Quidditch.
I can't do fucking what's that one basketball game you wanted me to play that one time?
Fucking pyre.
I can't do pyre.
They've got fantasy fire basketball here.
my god.
They'll kick me out of pyre if I don't pass this next exam.
They're kicking you out of pyre. Sorry, I overheard.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm busy trying to. My name's Brandon.
I wanted to name everyone else different things except for him. His name is Brandon.
I guess it says Brandon on his thing, so
His name is Brandon.
I'm Brandon now. My name's, oh yeah. These are my friends. These are my nerd friends. Hey. I'm Brandon, lead follow back of the Pyre team.
We're both wearing red, right? We're both red robes. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're pretty far behind too. If you don't mind, two more.
Like looks over toward the others as they just sort of like
we're
they look like for a second as they look up from the large scrolls in front of them. We're sort of doing advanced stuff here. What year are you in? Haven't seen you around.
Okay, calculations. All right, brain. We're going to perform attempt at lying. We know we've been here, right?
Mhm.
Since fucking whenever we jumped in at the beginning of the 80 years. Would it be possible to calculate the year we were supposed to be in from that information?
We do know that there were transfers that happened at the start.
There are transfers from other branches that apparently happened. As far as noting years, it really depends. You know that most people here have been in these schools all of their lives, so they're probably looking for numbers in the decades.
Yeah.
So yeah.
you know, you just have to calculate. how many years you have to been here, right? That's easy.
Basically.
How old are you, Law?
Oh god. How many years was I in law school? Hold on, let me calculate. That's the easiest way to solve this. How many years was I in law school? We can just lie with that. Because it would have been true.
Mm-hmm.
So you take at least the 4 years of undergraduate and 3 years of law school. So at the very least, like 7 years.
Okay.
At that point, we can say around 10 years.
They look at you.
Your 10th year of your current study?
No, I'm a transfer.
Oh, you must have been grabbed pretty late.
Yeah.
Well, we're sort of, I mean,
They look back.
some of the stuff that we're learning might be dangerous for someone of your level of study.
It shouldn't be dangerous if we don't do anything, right?
Yeah, see? They just need to help pass and they're what are you doing?
This is the pool we've seen necromancy and have the funniest laugh of all time. It's the only class we know.
The funniest thing about all this is that we didn't need to try to join their study group. We just needed information about
I didn't expect this lie to go this deep, man. Work with me here.
I don't know how to work with you here. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think.
He just kind of like looks at us and goes like necromancy.
Whoa, you've been studying necromancy for 10 years?
You just
Yeah.
see
That's insane. Most people give it up before even a year's over.
I've heard.
Are you okay?
I'm just really goth.
Are you okay?
Do you need help with your thesis?
No, it's fine. I just.
I heard you could just write something down and she'll pass you.
It's been really rough. It's complicated.
you hear from the pile of books that are there.
Well, I never. Honestly, all of you are being rather rude to our new necromancer friend. Come and sit with us.
As
Right.
yes, the skeletal head is talking to you now.
Thank you, skeleton, for vouching for my lie.
Come. It's good to
Thank you.
see
Okay.
new potential.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess I'll sit
All
down.
right, sure. Why, hello there.
Greetings.
Since the others don't know anything about necromancy,
You just see the head hopping off of the books over in your direction.
perhaps it is I who will be the one to aid you in your... what is it you're doing?
I literally can't keep audio, please. This should help me lie for a
You didn't
bit.
say that you were doing your thesis, which means you're still in your study.
Right, I am.
You're going deep into it, I see.
And I've just more or less
It's
started
been
with
quite
it.
Are you
fascinating.
studying the depths of the soul?
I have been mostly
Yes,
focused
he
on...
is.
Yes.
He
I
wants
am.
to learn how he can communicate better with his summon here.
Oh, I see.
You see the head look over toward the spirit behind you.
There is definitely a spiritual presence there, but I don't smell or taste the necromancy.
Oh, we just kind of assumed it was necromancy.
Hey, can we leave these two? I suddenly hate necromancy and breathing, actually.
Then you are, most likely this is why they are not passing you. If you did not know this creature was not a spirit, though to be fair, it is a little odd. Perhaps,
Is that so?
perhaps better communication would be key. I would only know things of necromancy, but perhaps the same thing would work for that spirit there. Tell me, which one of you
Yes.
has the blackest heart?
Me, by far. Easy answer.
Good. Then I would like you to tell me, first your name. Who are you?
I am, my name is Law.
All right, Allah. Tell me, Allah, what is your potential? What are you hoping to accomplish? Are you trying to raise an army of the dead?
No,
Quality over quantity, I see.
indeed.
I see. I smell it upon you, you know. The two of you, I smell the power of the white.
The white.
Yes, a great and
Yes.
powerful creature, near the peak of necromancy.
Yes, we've had an interaction with one before. Well, we've been out of the school.
Well,
Thankfully, a more powerful necromancer was able to handle it,
you should
and that's
never
why we're here.
You should never worry about those things. Whenever I teach you how to communicate, you will be able to communicate with far stronger than a mere white. Didn't you say
Is
that was like
that
near the
so?
peak of necromancy? Shut up!
All I can
Shut up,
imagine.
Brandon!
Shut up, Brandon!
I'm being
I'm-
mystical over here!
All I'm imagining is that one fucking VR game that I've seen like clips of where it's this talking skull and it's just being such a fucking asshole to the player.
So, Allah.
Yes.
The one behind you. I would like you to reach out to it with your black heart.
I reach out to it with my hand.
No, Allah, your black heart.
That's right.
I need you
I
to.
stare at Toledo.
Good. Eye contact is wonderful. I need you to breathe in the darkness
I breathe.
and breathe out sin.
I continue to breathe.
Good, Allah.
I want you to
Wonderful,
know-
Allah.
I
Thank
want you to
you.
know
Hold up, my
Fabio
doesn't
is
matter.
mimicking it, but he knows it's not working because his heart is too.
Remember,
cute.
if all else fails, just remember your lawyer school. You have plenty of sin there.
I would like for the both of you to roll me for your willpower.
Oh fuck yeah!
I'm ready to give up. I don't know what's going on.
You're reaching out with your black heart.
I'm reaching out my black heart.
It's okay. I'll fill your black
Ooh.
heart with light.
There it is.
Can't
I
help.
guess that makes sense.
There's no black heart coming from you.
I just pulled out like a whole lifetime of lawyering and my divorce.
You were
It makes
able to
sense.
take the feeling of your divorce. the feeling you had felt whenever you had to go through the pain of losing half of your assets.
And divvying half of the assets of which we fought tooth and nail for years.
They even got the dog, Allah.
They even got the dog.
You remember his voice. Put the toilet seat down.
They took affidavit, the whole dog's name.
As you are reminded of your former spouse, you find that there is a blackness that you've never felt before. There's just this tiny shadow in your heart, and you push it forward as you do. And that's what I've been trying to tell you. Please just listen to me.
I think I hear you.
You see a light coming out from inside of Toledo. Huh?
I think I hear you. Hi.
Hi?
Okay, I hear you. Okay, how
You can hear
it
me?
worked? I can hear you.
Someone had to have been doing that to him.
Right.
The monkey owl.
Everyone have to have a very
No
important
one else has
conversation right now.
Someone
Fabio, you're on duty.
Someone made him think that's why.
Oh, my friend made a big breakthrough. I'm will follow him.
No,
Thank
you're
you.
not done with your
No.
training.
Thank you.
I require you to reach further into your black heart. What is your name?
Fabio.
Fabio. It should be easy for you. There should be darkness welling deep within you at all times. Tell me, have you ever wanted anything to happen to someone?
Yes.
Fabio remembers the one time they accidentally stole a McDonald's toy, and it's haunted them for 20 years.
Have you ever
We call it
wanted
Ye
someone?
O'Donnell's.
Have you ever wanted someone in front of you to hurt?
Yes.
That's the feeling you need to grip onto, Fabio. You need to find
All right.
that sin, that evil. You need to breathe it out, give it form, Fabio.
Okay. I will try. I will try to bring it form.
Do it.
Roll me again.
I will roll again. And this time,
Oh man.
instead of focusing on all of that, he's gonna be like, I've always wanted to just be mean to people because I haven't been for my whole life out of fear, you know.
You want to be
'Cause
mean
I'm
to
an
someone?
artist.
You want to be mean?
He wants to be able to be like Indy and how much of an asshole Indy can be to other people and somehow not face any consequences.
Yeah, little
Your
dragon guy.
entire life, Fabio, people have looked at you, and you being an artist, people are still looking like, are they gonna turn out to be a maledict? Are they gonna turn out to be
Exactly.
bad? And you've had
racism.
you've had
you can
to-
do it.
you've had to
It's in
deal
your
with that
blood.
for so long,
He's-
and you just
he's
wanted to
had
tell
to,
them to
yes.
fuck off.
Yes, he has wanted to for so long. But he's like, I don't
What
want
if
to
you
fuck
could tell
up. But
them
he's
to
seen
go
other
kill themselves?
he's seen other people be like, yeah, I'll just be who I want to be. Well, that's a 13, so 15 altogether.
It would
Find-
take too long for me to draw this, but I was about to draw Fabio as the one slur.
You find
one
that
slur.
that peace in you. You find that bit of darkness, and you don't let it go. You feel it rising up in your throat, and you breathe it out. As you do, you feel almost like a weight leaves you. A weight leaves your shoulders. How are you?
I feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
Good. Then you did have a black heart after all. Fabio,
Yes, Skull.
call it forward.
Okay.
Call it forward. Bring it to the forefront. Right now, while you're feeling your feelings, do it!
He'll do it.
Call forth your inner demon, Fabio!
I call forth my inner demon.
Roll me a d20.
Yeah.
the demon of racism. Let's see what happens.
The 13.
Fabio,
E-
your little
That is a pretty evil
your little
number.
skeletal owl comes out.
Oh, a little guy. Nice.
Perfect. What is that?
Oh, it is a bone amalgam thing.
A bone amalgam.
It's in the shape of
Good.
an owl.
If this is your first ever necromantic summon, that is good, Fabio. Great, Fabio. Wonderful, Fabio. I have taught you well.
Thank you. Skull head thing.
Everyone here is just here for the ride right now.
Thank you, John Blackskull.
I shall go forth and bring more skeletons into this world
You will.
with this newfound knowledge.
But
And
you
I
will have
help
to do
so many people with my black heart.
But you have to do one thing for me, Fabio.
Yes, Mr. Skull.
My name is Malmar. I am a great lich. At least I was. Fabio, you are my #1 pupil. I need you. Once you obtain the powers of necromancy that dwell within you, I need you to bring me forth.
I will do what I can.
Good.
I won't disappoint you, teacher.
Teacher, yes. If you ever have need of me, Fabio, call upon your dark heart and call out the name Malmar, and I will give aid if at all possible.
Yes, I will, if I need you.
You are my student and I am your master, and we will do whatever it is you're trying to do, Fabio.
Yes!
I mean, that sure was a 30 minutes. Should we go to class?
You just see like the others back behind is just like, oh cool.
Fuck it, right?
Fuck it.
Can you help us with our history text now?
Yeah, yes, of course.
So,
You see the head bounce back
So,
over toward the scrolls.
Oh.
While you are making your
so
way
do
back.
we-
Go ahead.
So do we give a glass to the performer or?
Okay, anyway, as you start to make your way back, we're going to move back over toward Toledo and Law. As you drag Toledo over, what are you doing?
All right, okay, let's start from the beginning. You were saying something to me. I just managed to hear you like right now.
Whenever we were there with Monkey O,
Monkey, oh yes.
yes, you were there. I was there. We
Good
were
to
all
hear
there.
you, by the way, yes. Continue, yes.
Okay. Whenever we were there, he literally said he called himself a Dragovic,
Mm-hmm. He did.
which means whoever did this to him made him think he was a Dragovic. This wasn't just him being here. His entire sense of self was gone. Someone did that.
Someone had to go through and rewrite him, I suppose.
I don't know if it was that other person, but if it was, then I feel like they probably would have
if she
mentioned
was, She could have done it already to all of us, right? If she was worried that we were anything.
it. So, what? That's what I was trying to say, but I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
So yeah,
What now?
I don't know.
Oh god, okay, alright, so... I mean, that's a good point. Now we know there's some sort of different party involved in this. Again, it couldn't have been her, because she would have done it already.
I feel like if there is someone else doing things, then I don't know what their motivations would be, but maybe they would know that other people are around doing these things. So maybe, I don't know, a little more caution is in order when talking to random students.
Well, you make a good point.
Especially now that we apparently know, motions over toward the other group. Apparently now we know that teachers are having people spy on people.
That was strange that they're doing that.
Well, the worst part about it is we would never know, and if that person then goes and tells the person that they have to tell things to, they get 2 weeks of prep time before we show up again.
All right.
I've just been here freaking out. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's all right. It's good. Again, it's good to hear you. Sorry, I had apparently touched my black heart enough to be able to before.
I don't know what he was talking about with that.
I don't know either.
I don't know why we were able to talk.
I think if I understand what, I don't think it's I don't think it's what I think it is, but presumably whatever that emotion is managed to make some sort of connection.
Well, that's the problem. I shouldn't talk. I shouldn't be able to do that.
Is that not normal to you?
Kind of. I asked to be mute.
Should I cover my ears?
I don't know. Whenever I got brought here, I think when you did too, I don't know, but
Oh, I'm pretty sure, yeah, we were both there.
I asked for them to take my voice away.
Okay.
It caused a lot of problems back in my world.
No, I understand. For different reasons that, but I understand.
I don't know how I ended up here with you or how I ended up connected with you. Everything went dark whenever they said they were sending us here, and then the next thing I knew, I was being summoned by you.
I suppose you were there the entire time, because I only managed to reach you because of that
I don't
person
know.
who talked to us.
I don't know anything about what's happening, but
What are those two yelling about? It turns back to us.
bloop. Fabio, you were here.
Hello.
You were yelling about your black heart?
Yes, and I summoned my guy. Look at him, he's great.
Have your little owl skeleton.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay, should we just start moving back into the portal and not speaking this out loud now that we have established everything like that? Okay, we should probably move before
We should go grab the other two, right?
Yes.
Speaking of the other two, Pavelli,
Meanwhile, in Food Quest,
you and Kyle
Okay,
would have made your
let's
way
see
over
here.
toward the food, which is again like this just big line of food. A lot of it's missing. As you are looking it over, what exactly you're trying to do?
First checking what's there, to be honest.
Most of the things are gone. You can find that there is almost completely like not untouched, but kind of untouched salad bar. You find that there is a almost completely picked clean, gigantic, meaty looking boar. You find that there is quite a lot of different sliced meats, though it looks as if they are the bottom of the barrel as far as things. Most of them are like deformed looking pieces. None of them are like clean cuts that you put on like a sandwich or something. There's no gravy left. There appears to be very little side dishes remaining. It's just, like a cafeteria at the end of the day.
Takes out the boar bone and starts chewing on a little. So, the guy should be close by, right? Should we ask around? I don't know. What do you think? Should we, wait for the guy, or should we ask questions? Like black armor, right?
Well, I don't really know if there's any questions. We can ask the empty food area.
They say, having piled up a large amount of sliced meats on a plate.
sliced meats are so fucking good. Continue.
Well,
They don't have any. They don't have
Looks
any
around.
bread or anything. I can't make a sandwich.
Kinda surprised you're still here, by the way.
There's no gravy.
I mean, yes, sound logic and all that about your brother being safe and all that, but is there another reason you're sticking around?
Well, I mean, I feel kind of like the card, I guess. I'd feel weird if I left and left all of you guys here, you know? I mean,
Yeah.
my brother, he's probably fine from what everybody has said about this place at the very least. It looks like mostly they just teach you. Looks like they teach you how to do things, and it's kinda a little my fault as to why they're following him so closely now. The whole telling that voice guy to help him, and apparently that made him a bigger deal than he was before. So I don't know. I feel like maybe I can figure some things out here, and if things do go rough, maybe if I learn enough here while we're doing this stuff, that whenever I go out, even if I fail at capturing him, I can be like, hey, look, I can summon too, and maybe I can just come back here with him or something. I feel
True.
like leaving this place is less of an opportunity than going, if that makes sense.
I guess it does.
I feel like if I go out by myself, I might just fail in getting him. You guys are really strong, and you guys are really creative, and there's a lot more of you. So if I go out and there's like 4 guys holding on to my brother, I feel like, you know, it's going to be hard to get him, you know?
True.
And I guess more than anything, you guys have helped me out a lot, and I'd feel weird if I just left you after all that. I don't know if I'd be able to look my brother or my boyfriend or my girlfriend in the eye, you know?
Good quality to have. It's still taking some getting used to. No. Thought this group would disband by now. Didn't think it'd last this long.
Disband?
Band. Like, marching band, you know?
I mean, yeah, apparently a lot of adventuring parties go on like one adventure and then they can't stand each other. It's usually
Yeah.
something. It's either someone says something or does something the others don't like, or maybe some don't have as good a hygiene, or maybe some are evil. Bunch of stuff like that usually.
Or one of them just happens to be a millfolk, and they try to keep their politics, air quotes, out of it, but then it explodes, and you find out you're alone in the opinions, and
I've never seen too many adventuring parties really do much when it came to Millen folk. That I feel like I've seen a lot of Millen folk adventurers, but maybe that's because of what you're saying. I mean, if a lot of them feel like they're alienated, maybe adventuring work looks good to them. I don't know. I've never been to any Millen folk areas where there's like a lot of them. I've never really got to hang out with too many of them, except for maybe the old lady over at the farm. But you're the first I've got to spend a lot of time with that was around my age.
And the unfortunate truth is, we kind of share that in common. Oh no. Maybe I'm just unlucky. Maybe it's because I'm not looking.
Well, I mean,
Maybe it's
apparently
because
there's
I'm
like
scared of looking.
apparently there's like another hyena folk out there who is doing some bad things apparently, and you're not doing bad things. I mean, yeah, you're doing thieving stuff and stealing stuff, but like I do that too. You're not the bad person, Cavalli. And people shouldn't treat you like you are.
Well, I do bad things too. And
Yeah, but none of those bad things are like bad. Like even the times where you over exaggerate the things you did, it doesn't seem like they're all that bad.
well, I mean,
Like when you said you killed like 40 guys. You kept going up in number. At first it was like 5.
oh yeah, those I forgot about those 75 guys.
See, you're doing it again.
Nah, just kind of grew up needing to impress people with notoriety. Up with bandits, grew up a couple pirates in there. And I guess that stunted the idea of being able to get along with people, so I don't know. Some adventure in parties, it just felt like I'd find reasons that they were hating me, all that kind of stuff. Sometimes there were legit ones, like that guy with the melon folk. That shit's traumatizing, but not the majority. I don't know. Honestly, the reason I'm staying isn't even that noble.
Why are you staying then? I know Coatl wants to find the prince, and I need to get my brother, but he's not here, and then there's Fabio and La. They said they were coming, but you said you were coming first. Why are you staying then?
Because I don't know what's gonna happen after all this. Every action I'm doing right now, it's less for having a good nature and more if I die during all this or go on a quest that kills me, I at least want to feel like I did something, you know? Even if the only one that knows I did something was like you, or the only one that saw my last good act, maybe then I'll feel like my birth was worth it. Even if my parents didn't think so.
Cavalli. Do you like girls?
I like both. Why?
You see Kyle look over at you, and as they do, they are going to lean in and they're going to give you a kiss on the cheek.
Cavelli kind of freaks out for a moment.
I love the internet.
Stays
Let's
still
go.
a bit, shrugs, and then goes in deeper.
More, just shove your
my
fucking
God.
We're
cheek
just
in there.
fucking making out now. Let's go.
Shove
baby.
your cheek into the kit. I'm playing.
Oh boy.
If you're just like
Holy
doing like
shit.
the fucking like Scott Pilgrim where they make out for like a solid 2 minutes and go, oh, it's not big of a
You
deal.
wanna turn? You wanna actually give them a kiss? You wanna actually do it? Because they were just
Yeah,
kissing you on the
like-
cheek.
Make out,
Oh.
make out, make out, make out.
She
what you
shrugs.
think is right.
If it
You
was just a
should
kiss,
get yourself involved in her situationship. That shit could be crazy. Let's go.
as there's a kiss on the cheek, there's a bit of a freeze for a moment. Then she's like, "I thought you liked girls. Come on, you could do better than that." Then goes in.
Yeah.
It's okay. They can't see the
Oh my
time
god.
loop. What happened in the time loop stays in the time loop.
Oh, they wouldn't hide it. There's
Oh,
a
man.
lot. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things about Kyle that may or may not get revealed soon. Anyway,
There's
Ruh-roh.
you see that she completely goes in for it. She's completely accepting of it as you guys kiss. You guys kiss for a little bit. over at the front of the area where everybody goes to get their food, but nobody's really paying attention at the moment because they're, you know, all the food's already gotten. As you guys do so, after a good minute or two of just like kind of a big long kiss, she seems very adept at it. Coatl, she seems extremely adept at giving kisses.
As suddenly, after they stop, Coatl goes, "Why did I do that? I lowered my guard. Oof.
Are you okay?
I didn't think I'd do that.
It's all right. I was the one that did it, right? You're okay.
Yeah, but like, then I did it.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
You did. You big liar. You totally did.
Well, as long as you forgive me killing 100 men.
I think I could forgive it.
And now I feel a little bit bad.
Don't. I wanted to do it because you were really sad, and I wanted you to know that you're really nice and that people like you, you know? I like you. And you've been hurt a lot by a lot of people, and it's not fair. You shouldn't be hurt by so many people. You should be loved like everyone, especially with how nice you are.
Jeez.
You're really nice, Coatl. And I want to know more about you, and I want to tell you how nice you are. Even if you've done bad, I've done bad too. We're thieves. We go and take things all the time, and maybe sometimes people get hurt, but it's not like we're meaning to do that. And whenever it happens with you, you've always seemed to remember it, and you've always seemed to keep everything good and bad in your heart. And I want to make sure that even if nobody else does, I tell you that you're good and that you're nice and that you're pretty. No matter what you are, no matter who you are, no matter what you look like, you're pretty, you're beautiful, and you're nice.
Pretty's a new one.
Well, you are. The things that people might think are weird, they make you beautiful, Coatl.
First, the party makes me comfortable, making me think that they wouldn't leave me to the dogs. And I got Monkey O, who helped me get my guard down a bit. And
well, it's okay. I don't mind if you kiss Monkey O.
The situationship going crazy.
Like,
dude, they're going to form the first like
gotta
what's
like
the
a ship
name?
chart now for all this.
The first like greater amylase polycule. This shit is going to extend all the way from this area.
Polycule double reach around.
Yeah, molecule double reach.
They're the player arts, god damn it. There they are.
No, sorry, keep going, Coatl.
maybe I want to stay because I don't want to let you guys down, okay? It's not just anyone that witnessed. I don't want to let you guys down. Because you guys mean a lot to me.
All of us, and even if I can't say anything for them, at least me, I'm gonna try to never let you down either. Will you let me?
Yeah. And sorry, one of our first interactions was me saying you'd probably betray us. It was mean of me.
Oh, you never know, I still might. You should keep your eye on me.
Keep it real close.
And gotta make sure I don't get out of your sight.
You know what? He looks into her eyes. I'll take you up on that.
My God, can you guys be gay somewhere else?
Wait, is that who I think it is?
You guys, you hear a voice coming from the other side of the food area, the other side of the long table that's there. You look over to see a person sitting on the other side. They seem to be like basically deep into a big vat of pudding.
I think we'll be gay right here. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Start making out again.
I've been trying
Just
to be
to
quiet
check.
this whole time, but you've just been standing there. I want to eat.
You've been here?
I've been sitting here the whole time. I thought it was super like alone, like lonesome over here, like all by myself. And then you guys just walk up and just start doing whatever.
Oh.
You never moved.
If you weren't
and so
invisible like 5 seconds ago.
I was hiding from you.
Well, yeah, you hid. You knew the consequences. You were probably gonna see stuff like
Oh,
this. as she goes
don't
to
be
kiss-
doing that
As she
again.
kissed Kyle more.
Don't be doing that again. You can't do that to me. Don't think I've forgotten who you are.
Hmm?
I don't think I've ever met you.
As Cavelli gives a smile. Oh, I think I know who you are.
Shut up. Get out of here. I'm eating.
So, what you were saying about our friend?
You guys are being mean, and I would like you to leave.
You started it.
You're the ones that got into my personal space. Both times.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but you were mean to our friend, so, you know.
They were in the girls' room.
Well, yeah, but you're very... What happened there again? I just remember I hate her. I don't actually remember what happened.
I think that they were looking at the mirrors, and I came out to the stall, and we started talking, and then they said something about boys shouldn't be in there, and then I got real mad because they left, and then you showed up, and then we started yelling at her for 30 minutes. Yeah, and it was traumatizing.
Okay.
She probably deserved it, though. I mean, look at her. She's hiding back here probably because she doesn't have any friends.
Looks like a bitch.
As Cavelli's about to say something, she suddenly looks up at her horns.
What?
Those part of your dress, or?
Oh no.
Oh no.
No. These are real. They're mine.
Oh. I feel
Is
a
that
little
all
bad.
right with you?
You can't just ask a girl if they're real. Oh my god.
I guess, what do you think? What do you think? Should I allow it?
What do you mean allow it?
Hey, you asked!
I'm getting out of here.
They start climbing over the table with their large bowl of pudding.
Oh, by the way, by the way, do you have a... whatchamacallit?
You're lucky I can't fly like this.
You ever don, like, black armor or anything like that?
No. Why would
Hey. I don't know. Looking for someone that likes pudding, black armor. You know the...
Well, I like pudding, but other than black armor, no. I mean, kinda, I guess. There's this guy that keeps running around with the prince.
Ah, shit.
Bro.
Okay. We got pudding. Let's start this over.
Okay, bye.
No.
No, you're not going
Sit-
anywhere.
Yeah, we want to talk to you legit now. We're not gonna make fun of your stupid face, okay?
I cannot
Sorry.
believe you two. You guys hear this over there?
Wait, is that Coatl?
That sounds like her. All right, should we move?
Wait, are they? Wait, is that also? Oh no.
I guess they were finding pudding there. Well, I suppose that answers that. Let's go check.
Let's go check.
Okay.
Like, listen.
Fabio, you just heard Toledo say something.
Oh, Toledo, you can talk now.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, okay, all right.
Look, we just want to talk to you about the person following the prince and all that shit. All right?
Hello, Coatl.
Help!
They just
Like,
run.
run away
They
from-
run over toward the two of you.
Help
Hey,
me!
you can't
Those
go
two are
over to them.
bullying me.
Hey, those are the friends you were mean to. You can't go to them.
You
Wait, why are
can't
you
tell
bullying
our
Coatl?
friends that you're bullying them, or that we're bullying you. We'll bully you.
Are you bullying? Oh, bullying?
Yeah, she was mean to you, all right? Right? I can't remember.
Wait, are you talking about the bathroom thing?
Yeah.
Look, I don't know if somebody might have been mean to you in the bathroom, but they've taken it the wrong way and they're attacking me.
Can y'all please stop bullying her?
Well, I haven't been bullying yet. I'll bully her if you.
She's just a little guy.
I'm just a little guy.
All right. We're trying to be passive here. We're not gonna make fun of your stupid little hands or your stupid little nose.
Okay,
You see their eyes go wide and they look down at their hands.
Oh my god, they are tiny.
What do you mean?
Can y'all not be mean to her, please?
I'm trying not to. Sorry, but she made fun of you guys, and you're my family. And
I
if
told
people
them
fuck with
to
my
leave
family, I
the
fuck
girls'
with-
room.
To be fair,
But
we
you
didn't
said
know we
it in
were
the
in
way
girls'
that
room,
was
so-
mean, I think. I kind of came in the middle of that.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I
actually was
barely
there for the
remember.
full thing. Yeah,
I
I'm
started
just on...
I started yelling at her whenever we were yelling at her, and then I kind of forgot entirely everything she said, to be fair.
Yeah, actually, Okay, anyway, as I was saying, because I apologized already.
Yes, continue.
I want to talk to you about the prince and the guy you were saying that follow. She likes pudding, by the way. As part of my apology, give her pudding.
Yeah, what of it?
Hey, here you go. Fabio pulls out some of his pudding.
What pudding?
Holy pudding.
Do you have holy pudding?
I have 4 things
You want to
of
bring it? You want to bring it over here?
Collective
Yeah.
sugar daddying going on
There
right
you
now.
go.
It's kind of amazing.
As an
Oh,
apology
yeah, I
for
do
my
have-
friend being mean to you.
What's funny is I do have pudding, I realize. But this is funnier that she's not taking her own for her apology.
They put down the big bowl of pudding they have, and they take the Tupperware. It's like,
Oh, this stuff again.
Yes.
I will take it. But I am not one to forgive for just one bowl of pudding. But I will take it. It is a
Alright.
start.
All right, I swore I apologize, but I'll do it again just to be sure. Sorry.
I'm also sorry that you took it that way.
Valley not even looking them in the
Apologies
eye.
accepted.
Kyle just crossed.
Hooray.
I still want
Okay.
more pudding later. I would like more of it. Give me all of this is apology pudding. This isn't information pudding.
You're right.
Are you bringing a pudding over to her?
Yes, handshake is. Here is information pudding.
They will take the other thing of Tupperware.
So
Dragon and her horde.
So yeah, what do you want? What do you want again? Talking about
I'm curious
talking
why
about
you're
that
not
guy.
with the, yeah, I guess that guy.
You said you're curious about something?
Yes, the guy.
That is not what you were gonna say.
Oh, I was curious about why you're not with the prince.
Oh, he's with somebody else right now.
Oh,
Somebody you don't like?
It's less that I don't like her and more that she's just sort of, I guess, really weird. She's like super kind of forward, you know? She seems to always be in the right place at the right time, and I don't really want to be around her that much. There's nothing wrong with her. She hasn't done anything like you two have done to me. I don't know, it just, the vibes are off, you know?
she does have
I
off
think it is,
vibes.
then don't worry, we can dislike her.
Good. I mean, I feel weird disliking anyone who's trying to be the prince's friend, though, because he doesn't have any of those things. That being said, the guy you guys are talking about is really weird. He just keeps following him around and not talking to him at all. The Templar in the black armor
Concerning.
just seems to be like
him.
watching him all the time, and like every now and then these other Templars and these other like students come by him, and they're like, they talk to each other, and sometimes I see them watching him too, and it's weird. And they never come and talk to him. They just always ask a bunch of questions, and they never ask me any questions, which is rude.
That is very rude. Why wouldn't they ask you any questions?
I
if
know
they're-
the most about him. I'm the only one that knows anything about him, actually, in fact.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
Like-
you are really dedicated to this person, huh?
What'd you say, Law?
Like good examples?
Examples of what?
What you know about him?
About the prince?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's really nice, and he is not stuck up or spoiled like he keeps saying he is. I keep trying to show him what spoiled actually is, and it doesn't work. He just sort of gives me whatever I want.
Oh, I see.
Which,
That's
you know,
why.
At the same time, I also like that.
He's just spoiling her.
And it's really weird because, like, I don't know, it feels, the vibes are off everywhere, you know? Like,
The vibes are off.
the vibes are
I
off
do agree.
everywhere. Like,
Yeah.
I can tell when someone doesn't like someone, okay? And like,
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of people who don't like him for like no reason.
He did seem to be staying alone. It's weird that now he's being followed.
It's weird because like some of the people that the black armor guy doesn't like is around don't really seem to like him, but the black armor guy seems to like him, and some of them seem to like him. And like you guys don't have any like weird vibes at him, and that girl seems to like really like him and doesn't have any weird vibes at him in that way, at least. And but like some of the teachers seem to like really have weird vibes, you know? And even though he keeps failing and not doing things, he keeps getting like, he keeps moving forward, and he's growing up way too fast, and I don't understand.
What do you mean by
fast.
he's growing up too fast?
He's an elf. He's shooting up like a daisy.
Like a, so what in height?
Yeah, he's like literally like I don't know, like almost a foot taller than whenever he summoned me.
I do
So
remember.
he's
Hmm.
he's aging like a human.
Not even more so. No, I'll tell you that when my little brother started going up, he's like shooting up like a weed.
Yeah, but he's an elf. Elves also age slower.
And
He- He's like a
another
foot
thing.
taller than whenever he summoned me, whenever he got brought here. That was like a couple months ago.
That is
Months.
Months.
is concerning. Yes.
And no one is bringing this up to him at all?
No one's ever around him. The only people he talks to are me, that girl, and the teachers. And the teachers hardly ever want to talk to him. I can tell.
Except for Saying.
San? Oh,
Saying
the
seems.
teacher that he went to see
teacher.
recently?
Hmm.
I don't really know much about her. She like is in necromancy. I don't
Yes.
go in there. That shit creeps me out.
Creeped me
That's
out
fair.
with how much of a bad teacher she is.
But like he has that girl
I like
there,
her.
so like I'm sure that none of the other students are picking on him.
Do you think?
No, they're not.
When we're not there at that class, I think it's just the two of them in her class. Nobody else is really
Mhm.
taking necromancy, it
It
seems.
stays
There's
quite
only the
empty.
two of them?
Yes.
They can't be alone together like that.
I guess the
Mhm.
teacher's also there, but
Oh.
Yeah. But I will say she likes sitting very close to him.
I'm telling you, the vibes are off with her. She's weird.
Oh yeah.
Like
you're
again,
probably
she
right
seems
about
to be
that.
like, anytime something happens, she's like around, and like she's like, I don't know. She's been
Too
helpful.
perfect?
She's helping him out. She's really perfect.
Really perfect.
Yeah. But like, I don't know. It's just weird. I can't say anything else. I don't know how to explain it. Anyway, about the black armored guy, again, he just sort of watches him, and like sometimes the people he talks to watches him, and then that's it. They've only been here for like a week, but they've been weird. How come everything's weird here?
Mm-mm.
This is literally the only place I've ever known, and it's weird.
It is very weird.
I have to agree. Everything does seem to work at its own pace here. But the things you are describing are odd. I don't. Have they talked about this to anyone?
Well, when you say odd, I can't help but tell you that you guys are weird too.
Yeah, we are pretty weird.
We are.
After
Yeah,
you
but
gave
we're
me
better.
after you
'cause-
gave me this a month ago, they motioned to the Tupperware. I went looking for you guys like every day. It's really good, and I want more.
Like a dog! Oh no!
It's like,
We Pavlov trained her!
it's like really good, and I wanted more, and I couldn't find you.
Oh, we're here now. And you have two of our cubs.
Yeah, I should be good for tonight.
Tonight!
Either way, I don't know what's all going on. They look over toward Cavelli and Kyle. I'm sorry for saying you guys should go be gay somewhere else. You can be gay wherever you want.
And your hands are a good size.
And my nose.
It's perfect. It's buttony and cute.
Good. Is that everything? I want to go find the prince.
I think that's everything, yes. Also, just if you notice those amount of people watching him, keep an eye out for anyone else, alright? We don't know what's going on with that. It's very weird.
I'll try. I guess the only other person I would look out for when it comes to things, because again, you guys are pretty weird too, it's probably the headmaster.
Headmaster.
Yeah,
Carter?
I haven't seen him since we showed up, but like whenever the prince summoned me, he seemed really mad about it. I don't know why. He
Mad
just,
about the headmaster?
the headmaster guy, he seemed really mad about something. I don't know. The vibes were off, man.
The
vibes
vibes
were off,
were indeed
so-
off. The vibrations were not correct.
He seemed really like jealous or something. Probably because I'm so amazing and he thought I was cute and he wanted to do weird lewd things with me, but he can't.
He what?
Okay.
He probably want like could see me and is like, oh man, I want to do so many things at her.
Oh, okay. So he didn't actually do anything to you.
Well, not
It's just the vibes.
because I'm not his,
I see.
Man,
right? Anyway, he's a
Right.
creep, so be careful. He's a creep and he's mean and I don't like him. Goodbye.
is he weird like
Okay.
us, or is he weird like?
He's not weird like you. You guys are weird, but like in a not threatening way. He's more like super jealous, it seemed like. Because I'm so cute
Also-
and I'm so amazing and I'm the best that's ever been at this school.
Also, the people that seem to hate the prince, do you think it's less the prince and more to do with his dad? Could be that.
I don't know much about his dad, but the prince seemed to really like him. Something about how his dad said that he would come here and start feeling better and that his sickness would stop being all like crazy. And ever since I've known the prince, he hasn't really been sick, so he's probably right. His dad's probably sent him here and it's worked well, I think, probably, right? I should
So-
probably
so he-
I should probably thank him for taking care of him, but I'm the one that's gonna take care of him from now on, so his
Yeah,
dad is
but-
obsolete.
So
It's
his
true.
dad said he'd come visit after he was sick, and so he should be here soon, right?
I think that they're supposed to be here for like a long time until the prince is supposed to like do a thesis on everything he learned and then he can leave. We'll probably do that next month or something.
Mm.
We just have to have him learn things, but he's really bad at like doing anything, so maybe I'll have to like cheat for him.
Maybe.
Oh, you're not allowed to tell people that I'm gonna cheat for him.
Yeah, that's the first
Fine.
rule, cheating. Anyway,
You never snitch on anyone, yeah?
Snitches get stitches, I believe this thing.
That
Oh,
is
I
the
always
saying.
thought it was spankings.
Oh.
so I heard that, remember, the teachers have to read from something for their studies, so if you could find that, you might be able to get a leg up.
Like some kind of answer book.
Maybe.
Oh, do you think they would have that? Oh no, I haven't been to school.
I'll look around. I'll see. If it's something like that exists, I'll find it. All right, I'll find you guys tomorrow for some more of this. Make more of it tonight.
I'm having
We'll
so many
try.
fucking intrusive thoughts right now.
They look like they're about to
Oh
leave.
god. I have so many fucking intrusive thoughts right now.
Bob just looked over at Law like, do we just bring her with us?
Yeah, he looks at you and he looks at Toledo and looks back at you. Like he's thinking it, but it's like seconds. He needs a decision now.
Toledo, go.
You want Toledo to go and nab her?
Go never.
Let's go.
Toledo
Let us
looks
go.
over at you. Toledo's like, got it. And then they literally fly over. They land on top of the Coatl. Ah! What's it? Ah! And then Toledo flies out the door,
Let's go.
leaving behind her pudding.
Fargo
I think
scoops
that's
up the
enough.
pudding.
I was thinking it, but I think it'd be rude. Well, as long as it's not us, she won't hate us more because
Well,
it's
we
not
have
us.
we have one chance to do this whole thing. We don't get several time. We need to move now.
Go, go, go,
We
go.
only
no,
have
we
we
don't.
only have so
Sorry.
much pudding. We can't go for another trip around.
That and the world is sinking.
You guys kidnap a person and rush out of the cafeteria.
Changing the timeline.
Just to get it out of the way, because again, we have maybe one confirmed session, and then who knows what happens.
Who knows?
Let me just toss one of the other emeralds here.
Listen, we're just throwing out all of the flags so that we make an incredible cliffhanger session.
You're pulling out an emerald.
Man.
You're pulling out one of the
Yeah, I'm
chaos
pulling out an
emeralds.
emerald. Yeah, I'm
God.
still on the.
Oh god, hold on.
Emerald.
Let me get the chaos emerald music. And by chaos emerald music, I mean I think I'll just play the Hunter's Dream for a bit. That'll be fine.
That'd be
Anyway,
fun.
keep going.
Yay! Grab.
Ooh. if it isn't the chains.
We're back here, my old friend.
Break out of an impairment or situation, have little control over. That's a good effect. Some NPC with authority over you is stirred into action over an event that was happened around you. That's a very interesting neutral.
Do that.
You just want to
Do that. Shut up. Yep.
Okay.
Have fun.
Interest. All right.
I'm doing it at the Trump tariffs. Have fun.
So then we'll say this. As all of you rush off into the next area, the camera stays back briefly toward Brandon.
Brand.
As Brandon eyes you guys leaving before excusing himself and leaving himself.
My God. He had authority over us.
Brandon did not, but who knows?
Someone might.
Maybe Brandon was talking to some people.
No, Brandon's a snitch.
Brandon might have been a snitch, but for who? Who knows? He was always a snitch, but he was always a snitch.
Yeah.
I just wanted to show it with the fake card.
He was just a better liar than we were.
I mean, everybody around him pretty much thought that that's what he was there for. But yes, you guys rush out. As you do, Toledo has brought out a Coatl into outside of time and space.
Just so you know, Law, I probably would have done it, but I was not distracted.
That doesn't matter.
I was
All
remem-
right, let's.
You
pour the
see-
pudding again.
You see the Coatl as you guys go out. Monkey-O and Dakar and Hall are here. Hall looks over like, what have you guys done?
Let me go right now. I'll kick you.
We've decided.
Call it
Go
a
ahead.
speed run.
We decided we only have one chance to do things. We need to do everything we can that we can break immediately.
Oh, you're in for it. You just wait. I'm gonna transform.
Coatl, wait.
I'm gonna transform.
Here's your pudding. You left it.
Gonna transform.
Okay,
I
Well,
will
we
transform
just-
after this.
I'll make it simple for you.
Yes, of course.
You're about to see all about the weird stuff going on.
I
Your
will-
vibes are right to be thinking they were bad, and we're the good vibes for the bad vibes against.
Should I
I've
should I,
heard
should I
this
let her
before,
down?
All right.
Should I let her down?
Yes.
Yeah.
You weren't wrong to
Yeah.
think that the vibes were off with Anthea and other things.
Oh, you have until I finish this pudding. Oh, and then I'm
So
gonna
basically,
transform.
We have seconds.
basically, we are 80 years in the future. Temporal magics have been affecting the academy for who knows how many cycles of 80 years, and we are here to help the prince.
Gonna have to lie a lot harder than that. I'm already
It is
I'm
not a
already
lie, and
I'm already a third of the way done with one of these.
the reason why Anthea has been so perfect is that she's done this so many times. She knows almost every good option to take
Roman
when
negotiation.
it comes to the prince. Yeah.
That is one of the things that you need to tell them. We'll see how much
I
of
hate that my
uh,
negotiation's a
We'll
-1.
see how much of that. But you're the one that did it.
I am the one that did it, yes. 'Cause I am the
Me when I
goodest good
face
boy.
consequences for
Hang
my
on,
actions.
Let me make
Strange.
sure. Did one of these have anything? Okay. I believe in my power of telling the truth. 11.
Oh, yeah. 2/3.
All right, let's speed this up. Hey,
The
in our future, they think that the prince is dead. We don't even know if he's alive or not. And we're trying to figure shit out. And if he's dead, I think you wouldn't like that.
Even worse than that, we think he actually is alive and stuck at this tower.
That doesn't make sense. If this is the future, I would have got him out. Ow.
we've never heard of your existence from anyone.
Cause I'm like a ninja. I'm so stealthy.
And from what we understand, for the past however many 80 years, the prince has been in a tortured state. We want to help him out and get him out of this hellhole. What we are in right now is the second layer of the Quietmarch. Because of the temporal magics from what we found, it is digging deeper. And soon this place will be in the third layer.
I was born shortly before the prince made their way here. I've devoted my entire life to the royal family, and everything to do with the prince has been on my mind since I was young. I don't know what else to say. We can lie a little bit better.
I can say something. You want to know who told us the prince was dead? His dad.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
On
Now,
top
does
of that,
it?
he wanted us to he wanted us to basically come and get someone here, and we found that it was his son. He wants everyone to believe his son is dead for whatever he wants to do with him.
To keep you away from him, it seems.
One box down. They chuck the Tupperware off to the side.
Well, you know, the Templar that's been following him around, we're pretty sure they're here to do something with him. We're not sure what. They're
Well,
also
obviously.
time travel, but we don't know what.
They look around the area. I don't know what this place is. It's not right outside the cafeteria, though. Some kind of subspace? You make a subspace? You spacing?
We didn't make it.
it.
but we know
Apparently,
that
some sort of orb magic did it.
You see them look off to down the hall. How come I? Yeah.
So,
I feel like this isn't me believing you or anything, but I feel
Okay.
like I'm down there.
down
As he said,
the hall.
Like
you would
yeah,
want to
like
protect
down
them,
the hall
right?
a bit. Yeah.
So, if you don't believe us, how about we ask you, huh?
Well, let's go down and see.
No, you have to keep talking. Keep convincing me. I don't want to go on any wild goose chase. I don't want to lose my place in the wall over there. And once I'm done with this, I'm going to fly right back in there, and I'm going to go to the prince, and I'm going to tell on you for kidnapping me.
Can I go try and find that place in the wall they're talking about?
Well, she's talking about the wall, like right across from where she is to go back to the
literally being,
cafeteria.
like the hole where she came from.
Yeah, she's
Alright,
like,
yeah,
as soon
cool.
as I'm done here, I'm leaving, and you can't stop me. You can.
Well, actually, that might be now an issue for you now that you've been here. We can only go into the holes and come back out of them here, and time seems to pass for the tower itself.
Why should I believe any of this? Why am I believing any of the thing you say? You don't have any proof of anything.
Because our vibes are good.
So? That
we
just might mean
need
that
your
my
help.
vibes are off.
Because, quite frankly, whether or not you believe us, we both know that the prince, whether you believe in the time travel or not, the prince is in trouble. We're trying to help. If you don't want to help us help the prince, then I don't know what to say. Because it seems you really do care about the prince, and honestly...
How do I know that you do? How is there anything here that can prove to me that you have any care about the prince? If you
Because we
can't give me
stayed.
anything, then I'm leaving. I don't even have to finish
Because-
this.
Because part of the reason I apologized is because it was nice to see how much you cared about the prince. It was nice to see you cared about someone like that, and I may not know the prince personally, but we got to meet him a few times. He seemed like a good enough guy, and
Coming from you, that's funny.
That's hilarious.
listen, lying from a mission's the easiest lie. Anyway,
We have supposed a paper of request. Oh,
Yeah.
and
We also have a request from the king to come to this place to get someone, right?
and there might be other evidence I can use.
What other evidence?
I'm gonna cast something on you, and I want you to tell me if the vibes are off on it. Alright? She's gonna
I am a
use
deeply
the
magical
buff.
being, just letting you know your magics will be mostly ineffective against someone like me. You wanna buff them?
you want to both?
I'm gonna buff them using the spell granted to them by a certain individual.
As you cast magic on them, they're going,
I won't even feel it, honestly. I'm so resistant to magical energies and so badass and awesome and... Huh.
Alright, so at first, I
That's...
didn't like the...
That's my magic.
They granted us
Your-
magic because they feel trapped. We saw a side of them that wasn't the one here, and I think part of the reason he's like this is because of the torture and everything going on, and I didn't like them too much because they were, they were pushy and all that kind of stuff, but
They're not pushy.
that's...
You obviously talked to someone else.
just listen, hear her out, please.
Does
I feel trapped. And I don't want them to feel trapped. If that's your magic, they entrusted us with your magic. I thought you were gonna feel them, to be honest, because that was directly from them. I thought that if that's from you, then that means a part of you is still with them. If you could believe anything, you're right. You would be by their side, even if they're unable to even move from where they are. You didn't even get to see their face. You just heard their voice. You've gone mad there. And I don't... That doesn't seem like the prince you know.
We've all gotten some kind of magics from him, and they were supposed to help us get going, get through over here, because we were helping him escape, at least a part of him. But there's still another part of him that's trapped, and we got to get him.
And after hearing what you said about him, even though you couldn't find the right words, which it's hard to think of words for caring about people, I get it. I think he needs you right now. I don't know what happened to you, but the you here, he needs your help.
You are obviously a key in this. That vision or that voice that Law had said to specifically bring pudding.
They were quite specific about that potential thing. Yes.
Say that I believe you. What is the plan then? We're in some kind of weird time cave? I'm not saying I do. by the way.
That's fine. You don't have to
Of
completely
course, you
leave us
don't
here.
have
I'm
to
saying
leave us,
I'm
but-
willing to sit here for a bit and run away as soon as you turn your back.
That's fine. Because at the very least, if you do go out and you're able to go to other places that are not in here, you'll be able to find the prince and tell him and warn him about things. If you do.
I don't think she should alone. As we
And
said. Yeah.
you cannot trust her. The only thing you can trust about her is that she will do basically anything for the prince.
In fact, something was off about the way she worded things. She mentioned something about a god ending. Like, what is she talking about?
He
Like
wants
some sort of game
to
or
have the
something?
perfect ending here. She wants to do everything she can to make the prince like her.
And according
And
to
save
you,
him.
she's been doing exactly that this time around. She's been being perfect. We don't know what's gonna happen whenever she is perfect.
It also means that she's probably done a lot of bad things to the prince before now to find the right path. And I don't like that. She has far more control of all of this than we can even understand as well.
All you need to do is tell us about His Majesty. You tell us about him as much as you can, even if it's the smallest detail, and we will be able to use whatever information we can to maybe find out what happens to him and stop it, or at least save him. At which point we're going to take him out of this place, away from the tower. And to his father, who doesn't want him around, apparently?
Hell no.
Fuck that.
No.
Now we have like multiple places we're thinking of putting him in.
We've basically decided that we're going to become fugitives of this entire kingdom.
You
For
think
him.
Oh, fuck.
I think the place
Basically, yeah.
that place we grilled hot dogs is pretty cozy. Do you think the prince would like that place?
Maybe.
Well, then, if there's anything I can tell you, I didn't mean to go into Kyle for a second there. If there's anything that I can tell you, then just whatever. I'll tell you. I've not known him a long time, but I've known him all my life, so I know him the best. So yeah, no matter what, even if this person's been around him for like multiple freaking years or whatever, I know him more. I'm better at it. If there's anyone who can find out what happened, it's me.
I guess we start with the sickness then. You've not seen anything actually happening with that?
Not really, no. I mean, this place sort of... This place sort of feels similar. They like look around. He feels like this sometimes.
Like,
That
Quietmarch.
makes sense.
Could it be that he has a malady then? Either
How he
way,
was a child.
he doesn't really act sick. He told me that before, whenever he was back at home, he was bedridden. He couldn't do anything. But whenever they brought him here, he seemed super fine. And whenever he summoned me, he apparently did the impossible. Why exactly are you such a big deal? Because I'm the best. Okay.
why did they say
Uh,
it was a big deal?
Because I'm a holy dragon. I'm a Coatl.
Oh shit!
A holy dragon.
You remember, you in particular, Fabio, you remember whenever you got your power, you got given a holy power.
I did get when it came to what I got from them, I do have the power to give a divine part to it. I guess
That's-
it makes them a lot of sense.
I'm a big deal, okay? I'm something that hasn't been around in like a long time. I'm super cool and I'm the best. So whenever he brought me in, they gave him like the best robes and like said that he was the super cool and the best. But then whenever he would tell me to do things, I didn't do them immediately, and he got in a lot of trouble because of that. Whenever they told him to make me do things or control me in the beginning, I didn't do it. I just sort of did my own thing. And I didn't mean to get him in trouble, but apparently because he couldn't control me, they saw it as bad. I don't know, but he was really happy that he summoned something, and when they gave him those cool robes, like, he seemed really happy as well, but then everybody started avoiding him apparently. And that headmaster guy was like super jelly that I got summoned out.
Super.
Was he jealous
that
of
makes a
you
lot
as
more
as a
sense.
summon, or was he jealous of the
Summon or-
robes?
Right.
What robes does the headmaster wear?
Fucking think they're blue.
So he has one of the most common robes, and so he got jealous of this prince with his white robes.
I guess.
Summon an
Yeah, that
incredible
could be a-
summon.
Thing too, I guess. If I was in a summoning school, I'd be jealous if someone managed to summon a dragon. Like, are you really a dragon?
Well, I mean,
I'm fucking with this.
I'm dragon, yes. I'm not like some students have dragons and they're like big dragons. I'm like a little dragon. I'm pocket sized. I'm a little pocket girl, you know?
Yeah.
Wait, there are other dragons in that academy? Holy shit.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
see
some of those other guys, the ones that are weird, they have a dragon with them. Come to think of it, I think other than that, I haven't really seen any other dragons. Just those guys that stare at him sometimes.
Hmm.
The ones that are with the Black Templar person.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
They have a dragon.
Yeah, it's like
They
a
have a
red
dragon?
one. It's like a red dragon. He's like kind of like big as a horse.
A horse like.
Horse isn't as bad as I thought.
Still a dragon.
I mean, I thought there you all had only one dragon. It was a really mean one.
Yeah, but he's off in the mountains and he's gigantic.
You had only one dragon.
There is, I think you're talking, Fabio, of the golden dragon.
Yeah.
There is a ancient golden dragon on the lands, and they are a problem.
I could take him.
I don't know. I don't think so. If you are a young dragon, this one is one that's lived probably as long as this girl has been inside this time area. Either way, they are different. Dragons are rare here on these lands. You don't usually see any that go to adulthood around here. They usually, I guess, make their way away at that point.
Well, that doesn't make sense. There's a dragon below us right now.
There's no what?
There's a big old dragon right below us. I mean,
below.
What?
it feels weak. There's a big old weak dragon.
Can you lead us to them?
They point down.
Wait a minute. You're saying there's a dragon beneath us
It feels like a dragon.
in this space that is currently digging down into the Quietmarch.
Oh, weak. Oh.
Well,
That will
I
at some
guess-
point pierce through the third layer, and things will go really horribly for everyone.
I guess he's not below us here. He's below us when we're there.
She points to the door.
below in
When
the
we're
tower.
there, he's below us.
Whenever we're at the school, he's below us. I can't really feel him here. You said we're like in the future?
Yes.
I don't know, maybe something happened to him. Maybe he's a dead guy. Maybe he's just really bad at his job. Maybe that's why I feel me over there. I took him over.
Maybe he got sealed in the prince.
I don't think it's like that.
I didn't
I'm
feel any
remembering.
strange things. I mean, dragon energy being one thing or the other, I don't feel that that's something that was shown in the prince whenever he was speaking with us.
Maybe you beat him up in the future.
So I'm remembering there's like a funny bag that they like using on dragons. That's also a prison.
You don't have to think about that. It's okay.
What?
Be happy. Be happy. Don't think
So
about anything.
if they have a dragon that you can feel in the tower, I cannot imagine they would have it be in anything other than one of those bags.
Oh, the bag! I forgot about the bag!
Well, it wouldn't fit anywhere else besides the top of the tower.
With
Well,
how
I mean, if we're
tiny
still
that
in the
tower
same-
is as well.
If we're still in the same place and I can't feel him now, then he's probably not that big a deal, right?
No, but the
The fact that he's
Imprisoning
gone
device.
would be a big deal, probably.
Mm-hmm.
It could be he's in a bag of someone that could potentially control him.
We are getting a lot of questions, but it's good. It's good to know. Thank you for your help. Should we go and see if we can find you? I'm right here.
You said that
Yeah,
you had a
there
feeling
you-
of yourself down the way.
Oh yeah, I'm over there too.
Let's go find that one.
And let's see basically what happens with that, whether two of you appear or whatever.
You guys walk down the hall. It does not take you long to get to around the point where she seems to think that she is. As she does,
Yeah, I'm like right here.
Right here.
Right there.
they point down.
Down where we're standing.
Stomp's foot.
You were told something at one point, Law,
Yeah.
about ground and stuff. By a certain thing talking to you.
So many things talk to me all the time.
Yeah, they do.
We were told to dig a hole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were. Just look at like a diggable hole.
There doesn't appear to be a diggable hole here. There doesn't seem to be a hole already made here. As they look down,
That's really weird. I feel me here, but like I'm not here. There is something down there though.
Is it far down or is it?
That's a little bit. I mean, it's probably just something like him.
they point over toward the skeleton guy.
If it's undead, then maybe. Okay, this is a bad idea, but this is the only lead I have. And I try and communicate with whatever's down there.
You already have. As soon as you
Oh,
attempt,
fuck.
as soon as you attempt to talk to something down there, you feel the presence of a creature come over you.
Hello?
One second, I gotta get my thing. It didn't work.
Yeah, get your modulator. Oh, that's cool getting it in.
Oh, it's you.
hello? Okay, you remember me.
About time.
Okay. We believe to have found you, but you're underground.
Yeah, you took your
Not
time.
16 feet this time. Okay, we're supposed to dig you. I don't think we can dig you out from here.
Isn't that what you're supposed to do?
Look at the ground. This couldn't even look diggable to begin with.
Looks like rock.
I hate to be the one to say it, but this looks like rock. In the second layer of the Quietmarch, apparently.
The what? I should be below the school.
You're correct. If we're talking below, you're certainly below it.
Okay, first off, what took you so long?
What I had just mentioned to you previously.
All right, didn't seem like that should take 10 years.
10 years?
Yeah,
10 years?
10 years.
yeah.
It's
What?
still the same day for us. Isn't it?
That sorcerer. All right,
Okay.
you can't dig me out. Have you met
Seems
with
to be wrong.
me yet?
No.
Okay. Things can get difficult then. From what I know, and it's not a lot, mind you, meeting with me, anyone that sort of is a little out of the ordinary may be in trouble. I came here, I probably shouldn't tell you that. I came here for a reason, and whenever I came here, some of the people that came with me, as I mentioned to you before, went off script.
Lost a plot, yes.
They sort of started acting up, at which point I thought something happened to them in this place. The summoner, I'll say, kept telling us about this place, that it was terrible, that it was a fate worse than death. This place was beyond terrifying, and that he was hiding away because of it. They were hiding, whatever. It was sort of unbelievable with the things that the summoner could do and the things that all the rest of us could do, that we would care about something like this. But I thought that because of this place's influence, maybe that's why some of the people I brought were off.
Off in what way?
We seem to have split up into 4 different teams when we got here. It turns out 2 of my allies, one of the one that got us here, had told them to do different things instead of having all of them divert to me. One of us didn't want to change anything coming back here. And to be fair, it's probably a good idea. Some of us, like me, only wanted to change things for one person. But in doing so, I might have messed things up a bit more than I thought. There was this person that showed up, and they were able to do things that I didn't understand. They had powers that were beyond anyone that I thought was here. The last group, well, the last of the 3 original groups, they were told to kill the target that we came here for if they were a threat. I would have never came back here if that was the case. But once I found out about those three, I chilled out until I noticed that some of them were acting differently among even them. There was a fourth group. One that
you hadn't even foreseen coming.
Yeah. Ones that weren't seemingly spurred on by any of us. And that fourth group, they seem to be listening to one of the people here, one of the teachers. Eventually, I buried myself here. I buried myself so that I could go through and continue and get to a point where things were better. But I missed my shot. I can already tell that they're gone. And I've spent about 10 years down here after speaking with you, and I've missed them entirely. The target that I came for has already left, and I feel like my time is short, which is odd because I usually don't care about that kind of thing.
Okay, we don't fully understand what you came in here for, but
I don't know exactly who any of you are, so I don't want to have to rely on you, but apparently I can't rely on any of the people that I brought here.
It seems that indeed.
A lot of them, over time, stopped being the ones I brought here. The reason I had to seal myself down here was because the target disappeared, and everyone that I brought they turned on me. They started just listening to one of the teachers.
Do you have a description and name of that teacher?
I do, but there are issues. They're working with the head Templar.
The head Templar.
The head Templar, unfortunately, had some authority over me because I joined this place pretending to be one of them. And as such, most of everything, as soon as I left their sight, was gone. I don't even have a mind for them to do these things to me for. I'm not dumb, I have a mind, you know what?
I understand what you mean.
So you fucked up.
Did I just hear that little shit up there?
You did, yes.
Well, I don't know who you are, but you should take that back because I don't like it.
If Coatl is up there, then that's good. It's very good, actually.
Okay.
They vanished.
Vanished?
Yeah. After we were finally able to convince them to help, they vanished. They disappeared. I don't want to say it in front of them. Either way, that's why I told you to bring pudding. Somehow you are in this place and you're able to maneuver yourself through it. So that's one thing out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Now you just gotta keep her safe.
That
Excuse
seems
me,
like the
I gotta
harder
go
part.
back.
I can't just leave the prince. And from what you guys are
Not
saying,
going to.
everything's disappeared and everything's weird, and I need to get back, and I gotta get to him.
You're gonna get to him. Just wait.
We have to save him.
I don't know if
saving him.
there's any
That's-
saving him.
Yes, there is. Shut up.
Oh, go talk. What do you mean by there's no saving him?
From the minute he came into this place, he became part of them. Part of their property. If you're looking for the prince, then our targets are the same. Just like the Templars had temporary control over me because of me joining them. I'm air quoting down here. You would know if you dug me up.
Sorry.
Just like the leader of the Templars have a power over me, the headmaster and the teachers have power over all the students here. I don't think there was a single way we could have stopped it. I think that's why the sorcerer wanted to kill him. He must have seen that whenever he made this place.
Well, it just means that we have to do something about the headmaster.
I don't know what actually happened. All I know is that after a bit of time had passed, everyone with me changed. I tried grabbing the Coatl and hiding, but she said that she would be fine. But even after just a small amount of time happened, she...
I'm right here. I don't even know who you are.
She helped me get down here. She stayed here with me for a while. And then she disappeared. She
From
was...
the sounds of it, she's still there with you. You just don't see her.
That's the protection she has on me. It's magic, not her. One of the teachers, Sayan, I think their name was, tried using some kind of spell on me. And the Coatl used a different one on me. It protected me. But I'm growing strange things about me. I'm changing.
Since you're under here in the Quietmarch, it could be a malady somehow.
I didn't even know I was in the Quietmarch. But I don't think it's that.
This whole space is digging below because of the temporal thing.
You may not understand the Quietmarch, but the thing that I serve, or served, I guess, existed far before any of that. A malady wouldn't affect me like that. I am probably ancient. Not that I've lived that long. I'm dead.
We could assume, yeah.
Yeah.
If Saiyan was doing a spell on you, you'd have to be undead.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what
About
that
to.
teacher did to me. I don't know what the Coatl did to me after, but she made it to where that teacher's magics wasn't affecting me any longer. And now I've been down this hole for what feels like something like 70 years. Maybe a little bit less. Either way, the main thing we can do is I need you to find a way to get me out. Once I'm out from here, maybe we can find out what happened to the target. I don't know what you need him for.
You know what? All cards on the table. We were sent by the king to take him from here. We didn't know who he was at first. Now we're trying to break him out because we don't like the king anymore. And we don't like what's happened to him.
Is he really that bad? I never met him. The summoner keeps calling him Frog.
He seems like he's pretty bad, all things considered, with how
Frog
he's
King.
treated his son. And the fact that, you know, he's suffered here because of them.
I don't know. Either way, get me out of here. Once we do, we'll figure out what to do, now that I know that I think we're on the same side. Please don't make me regret thinking that. I'm tired of it.
I can't think of anything we could do that would make that happen at this point. We both want to help him. And if I'm understanding things right, you came from the future to help him. And we were the people that were supposed to help him originally.
Spoilers.
What does that even mean?
Who knows?
Look, just get me out of
You're
here.
talking about
Some
okay.
food or something.
So then...
About to explain it. Okay.
Look, just get me out of here. Just get me the fuck out.
I don't want to be here. Just get me the fuck out. I don't want to be here.
Understood. Well, see, we can get past this
I'll
surface.
try to hold on to whatever the protection has left. I'm going dark. If it helps. If it helps, ask me about the symbol that I have. They're
Will
a
do.
symbol of my god. They are a ancient being, one that unfortunately no longer exists. But maybe that'll help break the ice. Either better just go find a shovel and start digging.
Understood. The shovel might not be as good because again there is rock, but we will note it.
It must be tiny.
It looks like a solid rock floor.
I stand by what I said.
Hold on, let me try. Cavelli's
Cavelli,
going
no.
to like.
Cavelli, no.
Cavelli tries to claw at it a little bit.
It is rock.
Yeah, no.
It's a rock.
No, that was a stupid idea. No.
All right. So
You just filed your nails.
So we need to get down there.
So we also know now that it's not the head Templar that we need to see, it's another one. We could have made a huge mistake by talking to the head Templar then.
Apparently the head Templar was able to do something to him, but also Miss Cyan was able to do something to him. Probably because he's dead, maybe?
That's the best thing I would guess.
And then this
if
headmaster
that's-
guy is doing something to him, and maybe it's because he's jealous of how pretty Coatl is? That's basically it, yes.
Seems like it.
We can go with that until any further explanation.
I mean, other things can be more things. Multiple things can be correct.
Mm-hmm.
He's just a weird old man. He wants to do lewd things at me, and maybe other things.
The only other
You
thing
know
that
what?
we,
Yes, sure, good enough.
the only thing now is the other person, Anthea, who seems like it's going to be a very hard sell and a very gigantic thorn in the side if we want to keep going with this.
Apparently, from what she said before she ejected me out of there, and from what you guys have said afterwards, that she also doesn't know what happened to the prince. It looks like we're trying to figure out the same thing.
We might be able to persuade her in that way.
I still think she's dangerous, but
No, definitely.
if she is trying to figure out her perfect run, this is something she wants to find out as well, maybe.
I don't know if we can trust her, though.
I'm not saying we trust her, I'm saying we use her. I will use any and all things to make sure the prince is okay.
Well, let's. Okay.
Besides, if we try to do things without her, she may do worse to us.
She may even be able to just shoot us out of this place and we lose our chance.
Again, we only have the one loop.
And she could just end the loop as far as we know.
There is also one more thing that I could not get my mind off of. This creature said that he had been down there for quite a while. And
Little
this
strange, yes.
this Anthea said that the first 10 and the last 10 are the most crazy. He then said he hadn't heard from you in 10 years. Are we in the future?
It would seem so.
Huh.
Wait, if we're in the future, then your brother might be around.
But you said you didn't feel him. I'm not saying that that everything is. I'm saying that this space might be.
The spaces.
I believe maybe we are.
No.
I believe that maybe we are at the time that the spell was cast.
What?
What?
The spell of the temporal magics.
Temporal magic.
I feel like we are at the time the spell was cast.
Which is later. What?
That's the only thing that makes sense. That's why we apparently hadn't been talking to him in 10 years. Either that or we've been in here for 10 years, and I don't want to think that.
I mean, you would have told us if we spent years in the other doors.
Yes. I don't know when we are. Maybe when it was taking place, maybe we're further, maybe we're lower. I don't know. All I know is that we may have to get things settled quickly. We need to go in more doors.
Agreed.
If we are close to the end of the loop out here, then I don't know what happens when when we reach that. All right, so let's go find the prince, and nab him in here, or figure out what happened to him and nab him later, or just do some nabbing, or grab a shovel.
I feel like if we, I have a distinct feeling that if we nabbed him here, Anthea would immediately know, and would probably
was
be
quite
hostile
specific
instantly.
that
Let's speak
it
to
never went
Anthea.
well.
Let's find her
That's
first.
the biggest thing we should do. We should speak to them try to convince them, and at the very least, if we can't, we know to not try again.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Yes, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll believe you.
Thank you, Coatl.
Whatever.
Thank you. Thank you.
Whatever's happening, it's something that's gonna help the prince. So let's do it.
Also, your face is not dumb, it is intelligent.
Thank you.
Oh no. Oh no, she just had the backhanded compliment. Oh no. Oh no.
What do you mean?
Well, she agreed that she's not dumb.
Yeah, they're not dumb.
But when you really look at what Coatl said, she was calling her dumb anyway.
Their face
Wait,
isn't
it
dumb.
was?
I don't think so. They said, okay, your face isn't dumb.
Yeah. And she... You know, never mind. Let's go into the one of the doors.
Let's just move on.
Yeah, she was apologizing for earlier.
Earlier, they said their face was dumb.
Mm-hmm.
You're weird.
Let's go. Let's go find
You're
a fucking
weird
door.
person.
We're all fucking weird.
So, how are we finding her?
That's a good question. We at least know that she seems to be likely sticking around the prince.
Do I have to do everything?
Maybe.
We go on vibes.
You're right. Vibes.
Okay, alright. What seems like a vibe?
Fucking.
They just start looking toward the doors.
That one over there.
They point to the very first door.
All right, first door. Let's go.
A feeling there's a vibe off over there.
And
What is
it's a
that?
direction.
Is that the vibe? Is that the vibe that we want? You said there's plenty of vibes that are off. Trust me, okay?
I trust her implicitly.
They pick up the pudding that they dropped upon coming this way.
I just figured there's nothing else to do, so why not?
Well, excuse me if I do not listen to vibes. I'm going to keep looking around.
Of course.
All right. Let's check out these vibes.
Vibe check.
Thanks.
Do you guys want to make your way in?
Let's vibe check this room.
Vibe check.
As you guys enter, now having had most of the big reveals go down, you enter a room, one that seems very empty. As you step in, you see bare walls, almost like, to your eyes, Law, maybe a large apartment-like area, but it's almost like it's somebody's selling it because it's very empty. As you guys step forward, the Coatl goes forward, seemingly just knowing the place entirely. Over here! As they step through, going through this probably 3 to 4 bedroom fucking apartment, pretty snazzy.
It is pretty snazzy. Shit, hold on.
As they walk forward, you see them turn a corner, and then you just hear, ah! You guys turn the corner as you see the Coatl on the ground, rubbing her totally not stupid face. Ow!
Are you okay?
Is
What
it
happened?
all right?
In front of her, you guys see a room. In this room, it almost looks like there's a pane of glass in between. On the other side, see Zaro. You see, he seems to be upset. You see him crying. Coatl tries getting up and trying to get to him, but the glass is there.
Is the glass naturally in this spot, or does it
Doesn't
seem
look
it's
like it
supposed to
should be.
a doorway? Why is there glass here? He just knocks on it a bit, like, this is weird.
You knock on the glass. Nothing on the other side seems to even respond to you. You do, however, hear footsteps. Walking up behind, in the hallway, you see Anthea. As they walk, they turn into the room, and they do take a look over in your direction. They seem to be holding on to what appears to be a glass of maybe some kind of milk or something. As she looks in your directions, her eyes fall onto the Coatl. She gets a somewhat annoyed look on her face before stepping over toward the glass and stepping right through.
Oh.
He don't like this.
Zaro, are you okay? He looks up. As he does, he seems to say something, but none of you can hear it. Only Anthea seems to respond to it. As he hugs onto her. She didn't come back today either?
Oh my fucking god.
I'm sure she'll be back.
So Fabio pulls out his mom, again, smashing at the glass. He doesn't like this.
Don't worry. She'll be back. I promise. Zaro looks as if he starts calming down somewhat, but as he wipes away any tears that seem to rise up, the area around goes dark. As it looks as if he starts to drink, she looks back over in your guys' direction. And she smiles. Very wide, amused smile. As the Coatl, like you, is just beating her hands on the glass.
So, Deco,
What's up, man?
I sure have a funny card called the Chains here.
You do. Nothing is binding you.
Well, there's an impairment that I have little control over.
That's very true.
It's not like it doesn't say it used to be a specific binding or anything. It's just, it's impeding me.
It is impeding you. It will not, I'm going to tell you right now, it will not probably do exactly what we want to do, but do you want to use it?
You said it's not going to do what I want it to do?
Probably not. Depending on what you want to do, I think I know what you want to do, but it probably won't do that.
Fine, I'll hold off.
It'll do something.
For now. I'll hold off for now.
It'll do something, but it won't do the thing you want to do.
What are you holding off for? We either do this week, next week, or we never see each other again.
That's not true. That's not entirely true. We'll figure it out.
It's like the Breakfast Club. We all are never going to talk to each other after this game. This is it.
Listen, if the DM says it's probably not going to do what I want it to do, then I'm going to listen to the DM in this specific case. Because I want it to do what I want it to do, you see.
What do you want it to do?
If I were to have used it, I would have wanted it to stop this glass from impeding me so he can get himself and even Coatl back to Zaro over there. to, you know, stop him from crying and missing her so that she's back with him.
If you would
But
like to
obviously
use it, you can. But again, something will happen. Whether or not it's that, who knows?
Mm-hmm.
That is up to you.
Fuck it. We evolve. We don't know how many more games we'll even have, so why not use what we have? I will use the chains.
You bring back your hammer. As you do, you see the Coatl getting mad, you yourself getting mad. Monkey O and the others are back there. Not everybody can file into the exact area of the room, unfortunately.
Yeah, we're kind of working out what we got.
It's a 4-bedroom, but damn, it's you know, it's still the doorway of a 4-bedroom. As you reach back, you see the Coatl seems to hold their hands out in your direction. You guys take note that for a moment she seems to change from her form here into what appears to be a little tiny blue little cow snake with wings. I love her. Anyway,
Oh, she's gonna transform.
as she does, there is a shining holy light that comes across your mace, your hammer, Fabio. As it does, you smash forward. The glass in front of you breaks, shattering from one point all the way to each of the edges. As it does, the room also shatters. Everything around shatters. The light from the Quietmarch enters the room again. As it does, the only thing in front of you is Anthea. She looks to where the prince was and then looks back to all of you, her wide smile going from an amused look to anger. The Coatl in their little tiny form looks like they're about to start flying over toward her.
No, don't do that.
You hold the snake in your hands.
I have a snake now. Don't do that.
What's you doing in here? I see you found the runaway. There are squeaks. There are many squeaks.
She's very loud.
I didn't know there are that many curses in the dragon language.
She sings slurs I haven't ever even heard of, dude.
Anyone versed in the dragon language hears many different curses.
We're not
None of
even
us
sure she
here are
can
versed in
reclaim
it.
that one.
Oh my! I'm playing. As she looks to it, looks back to you guys. And here I thought you had aided me, yet here you are impeding me. I was going to reward you. What is it? They're specifically looking at Fabio.
Instead of bringing Coatl to him, the person he was crying over, you just ignored her completely.
I told all of you last time to leave us alone. Did I not? I wasn't the one that brought her away from him, was I? It was funny seeing her back there, but I wasn't the one that did it.
That was all of you. Squeak, 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 squeak.
Alright, enough of that. Is that why this is I don't fully follow the thread here.
I've been helping him. He apparently lost his summon these past 2 weeks. And I was, at least I've been, trying to console him. To be honest, she's annoying. And I don't much like her. But she makes him happy. That being said, it's been very nice to be able to be there for him in his time of need. What do you want?
What we really want is to stop this place from tunneling into the third layer of the Quietmarch. And we want to save him. We came here for him. At the time, I'm guessing, is the 10 years from the future that you mentioned.
You're gonna have to be a lot more convincing than that. I was almost about to say something until you mentioned that you want him. What are you trying to do with him?
Ultimately, save him from this place. Getting him out of here. Because this place fucking sucks.
And then what?
Leave?
Do you know anything about this place? This place is a foul, evil superpower. If they want a person, they'll find them. Besides, I already told you. They disappear. Not once, but twice. I still don't understand the first one, but the second one, it looks like they leave. So you're not really needed, are you? I don't know where they go. And I don't know how they disappear the first time, but I'm still figuring that out. Once I do, he'll be saved. But in a way that this place won't find him again. Isn't that what we all want? You notice that their girlish facade seems to start peeling away as well. They begin to look as if they are rapidly growing. As if, once again, the impediment that was on them seems to be disappearing. The magics that were around this area seems to be stopping. From what you guys probably understand at this point, the disguise that is over them seems to change. Their form seems to change. Where the fuck are you, bitch? There you are.
All right, bitch, get over here.
You see the green robe that is around them seem to disperse. You see, again, the younger features of them seem to change. And in front of you, you see an adult woman.
First of all, yeah, that's her. Second of all, God bless our world's greatest Fuyoshi.
Omega State. There we go.
Yay, stay.
Women!
We forgive her. Woo!
Hell no.
Yeah. Stop clapping! Stop clapping!
We just turned into Team Yell.
Control yourself.
We just all turned into Team Yell. Women, women, women.
It is. Even after apparently going through this however many times you still haven't figured out how he disappears? Not even a bit?
Not at all. In fact, sometimes it happens sooner than others. I don't get it. All I do know is it seems to happen around the same event every time.
It has to do with the headmaster, doesn't it?
I don't know anything about that.
Then what event are you talking about?
Stop demanding things of me. You know what'll happen. But maybe you'll figure it out too. The event I'm meaning, there's an explosion that happens in the academy. An accident, a magical accident of some kind. Sometimes it happens sooner, sometimes it happens later, but it always happens around the same year. The prince isn't in it. He's never there. But briefly after, he disappears every time.
What happens to you during that time?
I've tried
If you've
following
always-
him. I've tried being around him. I've tried going to him. But every time, as soon as I take my eyes off of him, for a minute, for anything, sometimes he asks me
gone.
to do something for him. Sometimes something else happens. And one time I turned a corner and he was just gone. I've been at this a long time.
Then it sounds like to me, you're not the only one that can come here. You can't.
I don't think
be
it
the
has
only one.
anything to do with time. If it had anything to do with time magics, they wouldn't allow us to even be here. They would have stopped me the first time I went around. This magic that's around us is giving me a chance. It's letting me get stronger. It's letting me find out what's happening. And once I do, it'll all be fixed.
But you've not tried taking him here. You've not just tried leaving with him when he's younger.
He can't go into the Quietmarch.
Because of the sickness,
Can't
right?
assist. He physically can't, or something happens when he does.
It's what the Millen folk says. His sickness acts up whenever he's around there. I've tried pulling him out before, and he just... Yeah? It was my second time around. I tried pulling him out into that place, and he just died.
Died.
Right there.
Meaning that we
After
can't
80
take him-
years of me being in this place, after all that time, after a new chance was given, and after we go back around, which I didn't know was gonna happen, I tried getting him out, and as soon as he came to here, to there, to where you are, just died. So I left. That's when I got the idea. I know he leaves. I know he disappears. If I can find what happened
And if I can make all the decisions correctly up until then, and if I can get everything to go right, then not only will he be saved, but we'll be happy. It's the best scenario.
Anthea, work with us.
What can all of you do? What can any of you do that I can't do?
For starters, there are more of us together that understand that this is a temporal thing, and we only have one more shot at this loop. This
One
is
more
the final
shot.
loop. You didn't even notice that the outside's been tunneling into the Quietmarch? It's
Well, I
going to pierce
know,
the
but why
third
is
layer.
why is that a problem?
It's going to pierce the third layer if this loops again.
Oh well. It's not going to affect me any. I'm in here. It'll definitely hurt you.
It'll hurt us, but we don't know. We don't know if it'll affect the temporal magics either. What if it does that and suddenly the prince dies every loop at the start of it, as soon as he enters?
Didn't when he got to the second layer.
That's because it's survivable for most people. Third is usually where it's the point of no return, from what I've understood.
We've had a person tell us that that's where the maladies usually interact. If the prince already has one, believe me, out of everyone, I want to help him. So you think this is the last time?
It's the last time that can be sure that he can be saved.
Tell you what. I'm going to stay here. I'm going to keep going, doing my life here as much as I can, because if this is the last time, then I need to make sure that I'm doing everything right. But I don't want to see him sad. I don't want him to disappear. So if you have any information, or if I have any information for you, come to this door again. You've already destroyed the temporal loop around it. You'll find me here, in this room, basically anytime. The way that this magic works, I'm sure that future me will be here whenever you need her. Until then,
They twist their hand. As they do, they seem to bloop, change back into the much younger girl that is in front of you. They then hold their hand out as you see, unfortunately, a depiction of another Coatl beside of them. That thing there, she points to you, Law. That thing dies. I'm not sure when they do, but if you want to make sure that he isn't hurt by it, she can't come back here. At least for a long time. Which means during the 2 weeks in between each of your little visits, they look over toward the Coatl specifically. If you don't want him bawling his little eyes out, this has to happen. Squeak, 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 squeak.
Okay, I need to breathe a little. If that would
If you come
help
here,
him, right?
if you come back here
Mm-hmm.
and you accidentally let loose anything of what's happened, or you end up dying sooner than usual, or you end up disappearing, or anything, it is going to hurt him in the long run. You need to stay away and let me and them handle this. I'm not saying you can't come in your little 2-week visits, but in between, she has to be here. Don't worry, I've watched you enough to get your whole shtick down pat.
That can be manageable, right, Coatl?
She can't turn back very easily. She can only turn back with him.
And I was just seeing she was gonna start yipping again.
She is looking forward, glaring daggers at the other Coatl as if looks could kill them.
Die, explode, kill.
Here. Take this. They brandish their hand over toward the Coatl. The Coatl lets out a squeak and then poof, seems to disappear.
Oh.
I gave her some of my magic and got her the hell out of my sight. She should be able to go back to her normal self now, at least once. Tell her not to waste it. And the rest of
Understood.
you, if we are working together, then do not betray me. Is there anything you need? If not, go. If you think of anything, return. I'll be here whenever you need me.
Understood, then.
Bye. As they do the bye, they do the wave. She seems to move her hand over each and every one of you as just
Objected.
That's so
Like a
funny that
DVD.
still works in this room.
she can
I
just
thought-
kick you off into this place.
No, that's what it feels like. Ugh.
That absolute bitch! You see her disappear into the room again, at which point, poof. Oh, I'm gonna get her! Poof.
Coatl. You please come down. That's enough.
And don't
It's alright.
change back. You only have the one chance without him. She said not to waste it.
But I can eat so much more pudding when I'm transformed. Is that really the problem right now? I'm using it to cope.
It's alright. We are pretty unsettled by that too. But if we concentrate, we can get for this together, right? And every 2 weeks you can see him, so
I can't wait 2 weeks.
Well, you don't feel
that's
the
what I
truth, he
said, man.
does.
You'll see him anytime you enter one of those doors that he's in.
Yeah.
She shouldn't stop you this time. We have more of that pudding if you want, right?
Mhm.
We do.
It's not what I want,
We know.
but I will take it.
Okay. Let me grab it for
As
you.
you guys see the Coatl looking defeated, you hand her a Tupperware of pudding. After that event, we were just going to end with the wall being there. after that event, I think it's a good time to end things off.
Yay!
Yeah.
All right, see you guys next year.
With you guys knowing that the events here, you can at least be aware that Anthea is somewhat on your side.
Yay.
Kind of. You now know a little bit more about what happens with the prince, what happens with the Coatl. Apparently she dies in every single timeline. Tragic. As you guys figure out what to do next, we're gonna end things here. Just in case, I'm looking to all of you watching right now, just in case this is the last time we talk to you. It probably will not be, but just in case it is, we will try to periodically return to this whenever we have a chance. Maybe on different days, who knows? We are gonna hope to have at least the next one on the same day. We'll see. Daylight savings time is coming to an end, and we do need to get back to Kingdom Hearts at some point. But we will let you guys know. Check the Discord instead of asking in here.
Or on other unrelated videos.
Or
They're
on
not
other
easy.
unrelated
Like the
videos.
Discord. I swear to God, there's always one person who's like, it will be what, like session.
Especially.
It'll be session 64.
We'll talk about
of
that
Dungeon
later.
Raiders.
We'll talk about that later, Emerald. But yes,
Yeah.
with all that being said, hope you guys have a good time. See you guys next time. Until then, like always, better days.
Brr.